Hey! Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hi.
Howdy.
It is a swampy Tuesday morning.
Oh.
It's thick out.
Pretty milky.
Anybody feel the thickness?
Yeah, feels like butter just lathering in your pores.
Garage open this morning. I went,
All right. My house is so cold at night, it's almost a relief for the first second.
Yeah, I was outside playing with the dogs yesterday, and even they were like, I'm going to go back inside. And that moment when you cross the threshold into the AC,
Thankful.
this is that kind of weather. This is that kind of weather when you walk in, you go, yes, relief.
yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Any of you guys grow up with a window AC unit?
Yes.
Grow up with. I have one now.
Oh, you still have one?
Yeah, we have one upstairs at my place.
Like, so the window AC unit, and you got that thing cranked on high.
Mm-hmm. It's blowing right in your face.
And when you walk into that room and it's like a walk-in fridge, oh, man.
Beer
I
fridge.
I don't think there's anything better.
I know. Actually, there is something better. So my mom had a window unit because she was a single mom. My dad had the money, and he had the central air conditioning.
Whoa.
So I used to make a fort behind the couch over the vent in the summertime, which you're not supposed to do, with all the blankets and things. And my girlfriends and I would play Barbies in there. And it was like an ice pit. It was so much fun. You know, dark. You put your little lamps in there, and you'd be like a big old balloon.
You had an igloo.
I did. It was awesome.
Yeah, those window units. There's there's something to be said about central AC. Great, fine. Modern amenities, awesome. But that window unit and just how cold it could get a room.
Yeah. But it's a fine balance because sometimes it gets moist up in there because the temperature gets so cold that it starts making a nasty film on the carpet and whatnot.
Sometimes it can't keep up. It's so hot outside. Sometimes the window unit can't. Depending on the size of the room, you get that, like, it's kind of working, you know, if you stand right in front of it.
Yeah, I just like when that room is just cold,
Yeah, it's great.
cold, where a central AC unit can't achieve that. You got to have one dedicated cold device for a small room.
Yeah, it feels great.
Love it.
Yeah, me too.
Wonder if premenopausal women are inserting these air units in their bedrooms because I feel like whenever I go through menopause, that might be my move. Just get
Does you got a dedicated? Well, you should have like a menopause room in your house.
I should, and I just live there.
Like a dedicated.
No men's allowed.
Like a dedicated room.
Oh, man, what would be in there?
It's a girls' club.
Where would be in there? Tons of pillows.
Okay, pillows.
I would have both central air and a window unit.
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen.
Blankets.
Lots of movies.
Blankets for the fort.
Yeah, blankets for the fort. Puppies.
Puppies. Just an endless supply of puppies.
A lot of Kleenex.
that you
Lots
don't
of
have to take
Kleenex.
care of.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I don't know, some estrogen just to like wipe on my skin maybe.
Rented.
Right, whatever.
Rented puppies.
Got rented puppies.
We had a rented puppy yesterday.
Probably a micro fridge.
Oh, for sure.
Get a micro fridge in there. Maybe
Smoothie machine.
Maybe a hot plate
And a thigh master.
and a thigh master. You're good. That's the
All right,
menopause
cool.
room.
Menopause room.
What do you mean a rented puppy? Somebody else's dog.
Yeah, my stepdaughter brought over her other dog, her new dog, from her dad's place, and oh man, cutest thing ever.
kind of dog?
It's a what do you have, Rizz? It's a golden
Aussie Doodle?
Aussie Doodle. Okay, this is a Burmese Doodle, Burma Doodle.
I'm looking
Is
it
there
up.
something like that? It looks like
Probably.
your dog with longer legs. Like he looks like he's going to be big.
All
A Bernedoodle.
Bernedoodle, that's it.
That's
How
it.
cute is
This
this
thing is really cute, but man, Mallory and I went to bed thinking, man, I don't miss the puppy days.
Nah.
I don't miss the puppy days. Now, my daughter's like takes care of the dog. She took it out. You know, if it had to go to the bathroom, if it had to do that, she's just like the most excellent. This is a future veterinarian in the family, so she was handling it. So we didn't have to do anything except for just love on a puppy. And
Yeah,
man,
it's nice.
That's the best.
golly,
Really lowers the blood pressure.
It does. It was needed.
I found
needed
myself
that
petting my
yesterday.
dog just to like not even realize I'm doing it. Like sitting at the couch and the dog will just sit in front of me, and I'll just be petting her head.
That's awesome.
And you don't even realize you're doing it, and you kind of feel yourself.
Yeah,
The day,
chilling down.
the days, all the garbage, the day's garbage just
What I found.
Gone.
They are peaceful creatures.
Next thing you know, a kid comes in and throws it.
For that.
What I found that really worked out well yesterday was not only was there a puppy and like definitely like came at the right time for me. There's nothing like having to earn the love of a dog. You know how most dogs are just like, hey, I'm here. I love you. I love you. I love you. I've never met you, but I love you. This dog was like frightened at first and kind of scared of radio and like was kind of like going in the corner, you know, and it's one of those where you're like, I see a challenge here.
Yes.
I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to make little sounds and I'm going to do this. And then when the dog finally warms up to you and then just wants to be in your lap and snuggle, oh, it's like
then
double.
you want to choke it to
I
death.
love it. The cute
Then you want to
aggression
grab
kicks
it.
in.
It's
Then
the
you want to
double
stop
love.
and suck off.
It's the double love when it's earned.
Cute aggression is so real.
Yeah, man.
I suffer from it often. I was at PetSmart yesterday picking up some things for my cats, and I see that there's a lone tortoiseshell cat in the PetSmart in Chesterfield. And I'm like, oh, man. And so the woman was like, from Open Door Sanctuary, she's like, would you like to come in? And I said, oh, yes.
Yeah.
So I went in, and I'm petting her, and actually got recognized from she goes, are you on the Rizzuto Show? My husband listens to that show. I go, yes. I'm the cat lady on that show. And so, anyway, almost adopted
Right to the
another-
cats. Let me take you to the secret cat room.
Hell yeah, dude.
The menopause cat room.
The menopause cat room at
Just in the
PetSmart.
back of PetSmart.
This cat got adopted. I was so excited. Like I was there to kind
good.
of witness the adoption.
Oh, you are the resident cat lady of the RizzShow. Let's take you right this way
Yes,
to the
please.
secret room.
The
that
velvet
only
robe.
certain-
She's like pestering the people who adopted him. Like, that cat needs a godmother. And I'm not saying you have to pick me, but
But you have to.
it's an
put me
important
down.
decision. Put me down on the list.
as an emergency contact, just in case.
I would love to be St. Louis's cat godmother. Could you imagine?
I could imagine. It could go very bad
Yes.
for you.
Leave it in your will.
The pet store we have by our house, I guarantee you thinks that I'm just a creep that comes in there to talk to the cats. Because the kids
weirdo.
the kids supply their own their animals food, you know, because they get an
Right.
allowance and they spend their money on that. So when we go in, they go to the aisles where they have to go, and I go straight over to the cats. And I've actually stopped doing it.
Oh, I thought
because-
you were going just randomly by yourself.
No. I would go with the kids, but the kids are getting their stuff, their bugs and whatever for their lizards. And then I go over here and I just start talking to the cats. And then I send a picture to the wife. And then I ask and then I totally become oblivious to the fact that one of my daughters is deathly ill to cats, and I should not be considering this. But every single time I'm like, what do you think?
She'll be out of the house soon.
Yeah. I'm like,
right.
what do you think? This one, I mean, it loves me. It's got a cute name.
Which daughter? How old?
This is the 15-year-old.
I got a
Couple more years.
3 more years. You're out.
But I want to see a cat with a tortoise shell. That's pretty cool.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Special.
They're always female.
Really?
Yeah, it's a genetic mutation. So if you have a male tortoiseshell cat, they're worth like thousands of dollars because they're all mainly born female because of genetic mutation.
Whoa.
There was yesterday peace in the house and me sitting on the couch petting the dog. Not even a TV on. Just petting the dog. Again, not realizing the day's stress is just melting away. And then the arguments ensue among the family members. I guess back to school shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Was a
You know,
disaster.
It's that time of year.
What are the kids getting? What do they need?
The best of the
Clothes?
best.
Well, I mean, there's school supplies. I mean, my daughter's, it's her final year of middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be probably the last year of that.
So you got to go out in style with the super sick Trapper Keeper and the Jan Sport backpack.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Well,
And before I
Yeah,
go,
that's exactly what the kids are asking.
what are the hot brands now?
are we doing one for the backpack? We doing one shoulder or we double?
I thought
or
we were two.
It's double.
I thought we're
Are we
doubles.
double in it?
Yeah, it went back to 2, I
Yeah,
think.
21 Jump Street taught us that the double is in.
Is Lisa Frank still the hot
I
thing?
always did one.
Well, when we were in school, only the real nerds did 2.
Right.
Yeah,
They
that's
were all
the,
hyped
yeah.
up.
that's the Channing Tatum line from that movie. Remember when they go to 20? Did you guys see that remake?
Yeah, I know I did, but I don't remember it.
And so he's supposed to be posing as a high schooler, and he goes in. He goes, "Hey, what are you doing? Take the second strap off. Only dorks have the second strap. You idiot!" And he starts yelling at him about it, and he goes in, and then everyone's laughing at him because he's the only one with the single strap.
Yeah, I do remember that part. So we are double strapping.
Yeah. That's now the
It really was a thing with the 1 strap or 2 straps.
Rose, you had to.
It looked cool.
You had to do 1 strap. You don't
I
remember
wanted
that,
to.
Rafe?
I guess maybe I just subconsciously did it and didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't ever remember being discussed.
Or were you guys kids that didn't have backpacks? I thought those were the cool ones too.
Yeah,
that didn't even
I
have
was a
backpacks.
butt
I
carrier.
wish.
Oh man, the side saddle bag from crossbody
Like
bag.
the messenger bag?
Oh, dude.
Well, cool
That
guy.
was super cool.
We
All the
didn't have
hot
that.
We didn't
alternative
have that.
guys in high
Alternative
school
kid
had it.
alert. Have that.
With all the flair on it. I
That
was
was
like,
not a
oh my
thing.
God, be still my heart.
Whoa, he's got an anarchy patch. No way.
He's British.
No, but back to school shopping was a big deal. You get a new pair of sneakers.
Yeah. The Southern Illinois kids would get driven up, if you had the means, to the Galleria, and you'd go to Limited Too, and you'd get your Skechers high tops and some really cool sweaters. And you couldn't wait to wear all that fall clothes, even though it was the end of summer. Mm-hmm. That was the best.
If you did not have the means in Southern Illinois, you were driven to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you got some new
Still
threads.
pretty cool.
You got some faded glory up in your life for sure.
George
And then
shirts.
first
Some husky jeans.
First day of school, everybody kind of looking fresh. You're like, oh, what is that? A bum sweatshirt? Remember Bum the brand?
Oh, yes. No fear.
Is that a bum sweatshirt? Whoa, looking good, Rodney.
Rodney. He's been here for a couple of years.
Rodney's
He's been held
21
back
and
a
still a
couple
junior.
No, we had a kid named Rodney in our class, and he always wore bum sweatshirts.
It was about 11 days where hypercolor was sweet. Remember the hypercolor shirts?
Yeah.
Man, those
No
were cool.
fear. Bro.
You get new sneakers, maybe like a pair of pants or two, a couple new shirts,
Yeah.
and then your back to school haircut.
And a Massimo hat.
And your back to school highlights.
Back to school highlights or back to school haircut.
I was grateful when J.C. Penney started their own Arizona jeans.
Oh,
Arizona
yeah.
jeans,
yeah,
yeah.
that
And
was-
utility. Utility
Because
was Kmart. I
it at
think.
least got me out of the Walmart brand. It was like just affordable enough that I could go down to the University Mall in Carbondale and get 2 pairs of Arizona jeans to rotate in.
Yep.
And I was grateful
I don't remember
for it.
Arizona
They were the
jeans.
best, man.
They
were
were
cool.
cheap. You get
Yeah.
like 2 pairs for like, I don't know, $30 or
Yep.
something like that.
And they just knock off anything that's popular at the time.
Yeah, that was
they were
the-
knockoff Levi's, and that was a godsend back in the.
Yeah, that was the middle class uniform. And because when we were kids, we didn't know. We just knew that we weren't, doing the Walmart stuff anymore. So utility, which was Kmart, I think. And then he's talking about Arizona, which was, what'd you say, JCPenney?
They were J.C.
And then
Penney.
Massimo was something else.
That was the
Target.
expensive one, I always thought.
No. See, that was the thing. We thought it was.
Oh.
So then we get it, and then you find out that it's like the Target brand because they had
Is it-
bought
Union Bay was another big
Stussy.
Union Bay. That's
Okay,
Union
so
Bay.
Stussy.
Yeah.
Stussy dog with the.
Oh, that's legit.
I don't even know what that little thing's called. The
umlaut?
epiglottis above it. I know it's not.
Oh yeah, the
Umlaut, right?
umlauts,
Yeah, umlaut. That's what I meant.
like in Motley Crue.
Stussy.
But did your parents drag, or your mom? It was your mom's job.
Oh yeah, my
Your
dad.
mom-
My dad. I'd never.
Moms did the back to
I
school
don't think my
shopping.
dad's ever been to a Walmart or a Target or a department store of any kind.
But did they make you come,
Yeah.
or
if
did
I
your mom
remember
like buy stuff and go, all right, she brings it home and here, try it on?
right. Man, no. I think my mom was not the. We'll return it if it doesn't fit. It's go in the dressing room.
Yeah.
If it fits, we buy it. Thanks. We're done. We're done here. Make these last 2 years.
Yeah, I remember being dragged along, and like kicking and screaming, like, because you're taking up valuable summer hours. Mm-hmm. You're taking up valuable. I could be playing football with Eric up the street, but I got to go back to school shopping. This sucks.
I enjoyed it. I think it was different for girls. I think we just really loved it because we were all preoccupied with which Lisa Frank folder and pen pack are we going to get.
Wow.
And everything had to be different from your friends. So we had to like have a call like, okay, what did you get? Because I don't want to get the same thing. Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Because I believe school starts, I think for my kids, August 19th.
Yeah, it's a couple
It's
weeks,
coming up.
man.
So it's, I mean,
My son's still in the zone where I have to tell him, like, dude, you gotta put pants on, man. It's too cold out there. And he'll be like, I don't have any. I'm like, well, you gotta tell me this stuff, man. He's like, no, it doesn't matter. I'll just wear shorts. And he's got like maybe 3 pairs of shorts, and he just cycles them through.
You're raising yourself a Florida man.
Dude, he just doesn't care. He's just so chill. He's just
He's
whatever.
gonna
And,
move to Boca Raton with Rizz.
yeah.
and he comes up with like random shirts. I'm like, where'd you get that? And he goes, I don't know, man. Bottom of the drawer. I just grabbed it.
My friend's dad growing up was like that. Bill Schmidt, loved that guy. Long hair, cool dude, electrician, and his motto was once the shorts come out, they don't get put away. So he'd bring them out. If there was a semi-warm day in February, Bill put his shorts on. He'd show up for like graduations in them. And he'd have like the little Magnum PI shorts on with just like a shirt
Always.
tucked into him. Didn't care. That was his thing. Some people are like that.
There are a couple people here in the building that I don't think I've ever seen him wear pants. Ray from Keishi. I don't think I've ever seen that dude wear pants.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. I don't think I have either.
And then our kids, like your son is like my son.
My son
will not wear jeans.
Will not wear jeans, but he'll wear sweats though.
No, jeans are like a prison sentence to him. He's like, oh no, you can't make me wear jeans. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna make you wear jeans, but why won't you wear them? I mean, they look good. We're going here. It's cold. And
You gotta get upstairs. You gotta put something nicer on.
Yeah, he's like, jeans are the worst. Okay, man.
You gotta put something nicer on, and then he comes down with a nicer pair of sweatpants. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
These are my
Let's see some
Jordans.
denim.
These are $80 sweatpants.
Let's see some denim, buddy. Throw some denim on. But so back to school season, it's underway. Let's say it officially starts this weekend. This is the tax-free weekend coming up. So this is the back to school Missouri tax-free weekend. Here's what you need to know, parents.
Okay.
So beginning Friday through Sunday, certain back to school things like clothes, school supplies, computers, and other things will be exempt from sales tax. I know you two, used twos are up at EPC.
10 to noon. Saturday.
And that's why I think they do it this weekend, because I think it's tax-free.
Right.
So here's what qualifies. Clothing, including diapers and shoes that have a taxable value of $100 or less. School supplies not exceeding $50 per purchase. Computer software with a taxable value of $350 or less. Personal computers that cost $1,500 or more. That's
Not under that?
That's a great
ridiculous.
thing to buy.
How come it's not under that?
Other computer devices like mouse, keyboard, external disk drive cost $1,500 or less, and graphic calculators, $150 or less. Here's what does not qualify: radios, headphones. I like the listed CD players. Who's buying those? Sporting equipment, portable or desktop telephones, copiers or other office supplies, and furniture. Here's what doesn't qualify for clothes: watches, watch bands, jewelry, handbags, handkerchiefs, umbrellas, scarves, ties, headbands, and belt buckles. Those do not qualify.
Doggone it.
Now, you remember with this tax-free thing, there were some municipalities that were like, we're not doing that. So you could be down in Des Peres, and they would be doing it there, but in Chesterfield, they weren't. Now, according to Senate Bill 153, which was passed in 2021, municipalities within Missouri can no longer opt out.
Wow.
That's nice.
So just make sure you check prices and stuff like that, but there you go. That's what you need to know. And I know there are some parents out there right now. They're going, oh, I'm gonna do some back to school shopping at my office.
Oh, yeah. These pens are coming home with me.
Oh, we have a supply closet, huh?
Yeah, it's the best.
Little Sally needs, a box of number 2 pencils. Happens to be a box of number 2 pencils right here. Oh, little Thatcher needs, dry erase markers.
Yes.
Oh, there happen to be
Oh,
dry eraser markers here. I don't think anybody will notice these. Going into my...
Thatcher needs a printer ribbon.
12% of parents say they have stolen from the office for their kids' school supplies. Yeah, this is a new report out. The report shows some parents are willing to do whatever it takes to save money on back to school stuff, and this does seem excessive. 12% of parents have admitted to stealing stuff from work to give to their kids at school for supplies. They didn't specify whether it's pens, markers, and notebooks, or bigger stuff like backpacks and calculators and tablets. That's not even the craziest thing. 5% of parents said they're even willing to go dumpster diving.
What?
If it could help cut costs.
I'm
Dumpster diving.
I'm not
Times
going
are
to
tough.
deny that I haven't dumpster dived a time or two. But it's not for pencils.
No. This is cheaper than joining a pool.
It was for half-eaten bagels. I get it.
Well, that was a different time. I wasn't referencing that.
Other parents have more reasonable tactics like, looking out for back-to-school sales, going to multiple stores to find the best deals, couponing, or even buying in bulk and then trading supplies with other parents.
That's the move right there. Going to Costco and getting like 600 notebooks and then just dividing them up among your community. That's cool.
See, my parents' strategy was there was a kid that was a couple years older than me in my youth group, and he was rich, and then he'd always give me the hand-me-downs from his stuff. That was my new clothes.
Sweet.
But it was Guess and all the fancy brands.
Yeah,
Look
guess.
at you.
Yeah.
Guess what's a hand-me-down? The shirt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kids aren't having to cover their books anymore. There's no book covers. Remember those?
Yeah, we had to
yeah.
do it with the paper bags.
Same.
And then
You
you,
had to
got
do it
to
with the paper bags.
and then you got to design things on the paper bags.
Right.
You guys always talk about this. That was not a thing.
Dude, we had to show up, and if you, it was like inspection. You got your books, and I think
You got your books like the first or second day.
Yeah, you got them on Wednesday. By Friday,
Had to be done.
There were inspections on all the books, and this went up until like my senior year or something. So it was like, I don't know, 6 years.
Oh
of
yeah,
this
they were
crap.
serious about it.
Yeah, it wasn't a Southern Illinois thing because I remember when I moved to Columbia for 8th grade, I had to start doing it, and I had never had to cover my books before with a paper bag.
Now there were book covers you could buy, or you could just take old grocery bags and do like an arts and craft project. I think I could still do it. I could still fold them and slip the cover in, and a couple pieces of tape. Boom, you're good to go. That book is safe and covered.
Didn't you love getting your textbooks to see? Remember how everybody would write their name in the front,
Yes.
and you could see which upperclassman had
Yeah,
the book
what
before?
cool
yeah.
what cool upperclassman had it.
It was so fun. I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, Stacy had this." I felt so neat.
Or you see something written in one of the pages, and you're like, "Wow, that guy's got a nasty imagination. I wonder
Yeah.
who that is." And then you
Yeah.
go back and you find out
Yeah, who wrote "Eat Me"?
Yeah, you,
Okay.
you start
Right.
guessing like, "Oh, which one wrote this?"
Yeah. But, and let's be honest, fellas, dads out there, listen, I'm not taking anything away from what dads do in the house, but, hey, thank you, moms, for really taking this burden upon yourselves.
This is the Mom Olympics.
This is the Mom Olympics right here. Right, 9 times out of 10 in the house, it's the mom dealing with the back-to-school stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, the best part of the back to school stuff is it's always that seasonal area in the back left corner of Target or whatever department store. And man, right about I'd say probably the first week of September, it's like a weird disaster zone over there.
Oh, man.
There's things on the ground.
Oh.
Like half
It's
of
a war zone.
Yeah.
Total war zone. And then you see what unpopular item will never be invited back to the shelves because it's the only thing left and everything else is just scattered or gone.
I went to a Target once to go get back to school stuff for the kids, and there was somebody standing in the aisle going, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning." And there was like smoke. I'm like, "Damn, dude, woman,
He's in
somebody threw a
fatigue.
smoke grenade."
Yeah, and
Holy cow.
And the single dads probably know this the best because they're late to the game because this is not their sport. And then they get there and they go, "Oh God, it's all gone. The glue sticks are gone. I think they should be here."
And the panic sets in.
There's nothing left.
The worst is having to go to more than one store. You figure, I'm going to pick everything up at Target, and then they don't have something. You go,
What now?
guess I gotta
I guess
go to Walmart.
I gotta pay double at
I
Walgreens.
gotta go to Walmart. I gotta go to Walmart now. 2 places. 2 places with this damn school. Think back to when you were a kid. I'm gonna give you a thing from the household. So, all right, shopping for school supplies. Was it something your mom or dad did?
Mom.
Mom.
Mom. For
Mom.
Sure.
Mom. I mean, and think about your house. We're the only ones with kids here of the age of going to school. Do you do the back to school?
No, it's my wife. She'll have all that stuff done before I even realize. Oh yeah. It's that stuff. My mom used to drag me. I remember. This is starting to come back. She used to drag me to a teachers only store. Do you guys remember this thing? Okay, so my parents were teachers. Obviously, we've talked about this before, and there was like a store for teacher supplies, and I would kind of get dragged in there because maybe they got a discount or something. But she was a
Maybe
gym
she was
teacher
part
and
of a
swimming
club.
and some other stuff, so she never really bought a lot of pencils or supplies. But I think we would get a lot of our school supplies in that place. But it was kind of fun.
cool.
It was kind of fun because they had like different games and things that like elementary school teachers would buy for the class, and I'd be like, "Oh, that'd be sweet. Buy that."
Did they have those TVs on the stands that wheeled around? I'd
Yeah.
love to have one of those right now.
No, but they did have all the crap, that like every every classroom would have, the kitten hanging by the thread. Hang in there.
Hang in there, buddy.
And like all the posters, like everything I needed to know I learned in kindergarten. Like all the cliche stuff.
What a great feeling that would be if, as an adult, just one day you thought you had to go to work and just a stranger wheels that thing into your room. Like your alarm goes off, they just wheel that TV cart in, and they're like, "Nah, you're off today."
We're going to show you this movie.
We're going to watch this documentary about sex. All right. Crank it up. We're going to watch The Aviator and call it a learning day.
Sweet.
Like, all right.
That would be awesome.
You guys watch? It was like a series about whales called Voyage of the Mimi
No.
with a young Ben Affleck.
Really?
Never heard
I'm
of that.
interested.
Yeah, it was like a huge. I remember it took like a month, and we watched all the episodes, and we had they were lessons about each one. It was called The Voyage of the Mimi. Maybe somebody knows what I'm talking about. But all right, school supplies. That was strictly
Mom.
Strictly mom.
Oh, dude, I honestly think you could have put $1 million on a table and asked my dad to name 5 items that your child needs for school, and he would leave the table with no money. He was that uninvolved.
Way to go, Mr.
He'd be
Williams.
like, pencil, paper.
There
That's it.
Voyage of the Mimi, 1984. That's it.
That's very funny to me because I love the way that the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon story was framed. But then as time goes on, I'm like, oh, you guys were doing this for a long time before Goodwill Hunting.
Right? Am I mistaken? That's
That's
a
him.
young
That's
Ben Affleck?
100% him.
He's very blonde and very bowl cut.
He's like a little kid.
This is Ben Affleck?
Are you sure?
See, this is
Yeah, that is.
Yep, Ben Affleck. Wow.
1984. He was like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah. 13 episodes.
Yeah, you know what, Rafe, you're right. They do kind of frame it.
They frame it like
Yeah.
they just were plucked from obscurity. They wrote Goodwill Hunting. There were these 2 actors who'd never gotten work before and rose to the occasion. And that's not even close to being true.
No.
Like Matt Damon was a child actor. Ben Affleck was a child actor. They didn't actually write Goodwill Hunting. It's crazy.
I wasn't ready for these people in show business to tell me a narrative like that.
Yeah,
I
right.
just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah. All right, mom or dad take care of this stuff.
Pardon my naivete.
Medical stuff like, kids' doctors and dentist appointments. That was mom. Mom
Yeah.
100% of the time.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if it was like my household, my mom was pretty much a stay-at-home mom some of the time, but my dad his hours were crazy at work, so he was always gone. Just work. So that's the only option was mom.
Mom was the doctors, dad was the practices. My mom never took me to a soccer practice or a baseball practice. My dad did that. My dad never took me to a dentist appointment.
Yeah, we'll get to there are certain tasks that dads did have, and I'll get to that in a second.
It was all split.
Everybody kind of had their thing.
Yeah, my parents.
I wonder
my parents still have a very rigid split. My mom will never touch anything outside of the house.
did your mom always tidy up? Was she the tidy up person, or was that a split?
She's the tidy up inside. He's the do everything outside.
Like mom's always tidied up inside, right? Extracurriculars, not including sports, things like piano lessons or stuff. That was always mom. Mm-hmm. Social life stuff, play dates, whatever. That was always mom. Packing lunches. Always mom.
Throwing a Lunchable in your sack. Yep, that was Jill.
This is something new. The social play dates and all that. That was not organized. That was not an organized event in the 80s.
No, because you'd go in your neighborhood and just play with the kids.
That was my organ. That was, hey, do I have permission to leave the home?
Yeah.
Yes, whoever was near would grant permission, and then you were gone. You organized yourself. Nothing social was ever done by my parents.
All right, so bath time, potty training, securing babysitters, meals, laundries, groceries, the mail, getting your kids ready for school, and helping in the middle of the night. That's all mom stuff. And moms, we salute you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, dads,
Did your mom do your mail? I don't think my mom's ever touched the mail. I've never seen my mom within 10 yards of the mailbox.
Okay, dads always took out the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes. The kids.
Until you're old enough to
Until you're
walk.
old
Yeah, that was our job. I'm sure it's my dad's job now.
No, in my house, the women in my house, no. That's the guy's job.
Yeah, that was my mom had to deal with 3 boys, so it was
The garbage could be above the rim, spilling out, and the women in my house would go, nope, not touching that.
I took the garbage out last week and wheeled everything out and wheeled it back in, and I think Tim was a little offended that I
You go,
touched.
what are you doing?
Right. I go, I don't know, man. You were gone, so I was just helping out. And then
You came out of your closet in a dress. And he's like, I guess this is who I am now.
Yeah.
This is what you want?
Is this what you want?
You're just like, whoa.
All right, fixing stuff around the house was Dad, right? Paying bills, Dad. Taking care of the pets. I got to give it to my wife for handling the...
Yeah, doing the vets and all that.
Yeah.
That was Dad in my house.
Anything pretty much outdoors was Dad.
My mom never let me have pets at her house, so I had all my pets at my dad's.
Squashing insects, Dad.
Anyone, please, God.
Squashing insects, any kind of pest control, Dad.
Definitely.
I guess it's fine. It's all right. You got your stuff, I got my stuff. We're working harmony.
Decorating our home with the carcasses of animals you've murdered.
Dad.
Dad.
Jerry.
Is Jerry a hunter?
Oh, yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't do it as often since he's older now, but yeah, he's hunted a lot in his life. We have a lot of deer heads at my mom's house.
Here's a question.
Okay.
Do you think Jerry looks like a Jerry?
Yes. We call him Gary as his fun nickname, but he's definitely a Jerry.
Okay, because I read this fascinating thing this morning. Okay, so a new study says your name might actually change your face.
Really?
Dude, I believe it.
Me too.
I don't feel like a Lauren.
Researchers found that people's faces start to look like their names over time.
That is amazing. That's freaking amazing. I love hearing this because I believe it. Right?
I believe it too.
I mean, yeah.
Because you can look at somebody and go, you are a...
Claudia.
Who do you think you look like?
I don't know, man. Lauren's just a weird name to me. Do I look like a Lauren? I don't know.
You do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that even look like? Like
You.
Yeah, you.
big old biatch. I don't know.
Whoa, no.
No, you're definitely internalizing some self-loathing.
What the heck just happened?
I don't know what, I don't know. Lauren's kind of like a Pollyanna name. I don't
I've
like
never
it.
really met a mean
No, it
Lauren.
is not.
Have you ever met a mean Lorne? I don't think I have.
A mean Lauren?
Actually, Lauren Conrad in The Hills was a total
Yeah,
bitch.
she was a bitch.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? What is the Hills?
That was like the
Remember that reality
spinoff on MTV with
It was a
Kristen
spinoff of
Cavallari.
was it the OC spinoff?
OC.
Yeah, they're down in
Something
Dana
like that.
Point, right? Or Newport.
The Hills.
Well, that doesn't
They're in
count.
Laguna. Oh, it was Laguna Beach.
There we go.
The OC was Milo.
Maybe that's a stage name.
So the question is, do parents name their kids based on what they look like, or does a kid's face change to match the name? It turns out it's the latter. So researchers did this crazy experiment where they showed people pictures of adults and kids and asked them to match names to faces. And guess what? People are really good at matching adult faces to names, but they couldn't do it with kids.
Whoa.
So you kind of, your face grows into your name.
Dude, that's
Neato.
so cool. That's
Was
so
it-
cool.
This study brought to you by a cannabis supplier. Like somebody got real high. It's like, you know what, man? People start looking like their names. As
So
they
you're
get
saying
older.
that if I was named Rocky, would I look like a boxer? I don't know.
Study
Mountain.
brought to you by Unprovable Hypotheses.
It's like our faces are morphing to fit the name we're given.
That is so cool.
Dude, I had the coolest thing happen with my son just a couple days ago. He was he has a cool name, and he was complimented at school. He's in sports right now, so he was at sports camp, and this kid was like, "Is that your real name, man?" And he was like, "That's cool." And then my son is telling me this, and I could see like this little glimmer in his eyes. Never had that before with his name, and I just like hugged him. I was like, "You're welcome, man." I think it's a cool name too, dude. Like we like connected over it. And I was like, man, I wish my name was that. That's a cool name, dude. It was really nice because what do you hear about and what happened when you were a kid? At some point, you're like, my name sucks. I wish it was Jerry.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like at some point, every one of us did that crap.
And it's not just about the name itself, but I guess what the name means. Like if you're named Grace, people might expect you to be pretty and kind. So you might unconsciously start acting and looking that way. So if I change my name, will my face change too? I don't know.
Weird. What about those of us with all
Interesting
nicknames?
thought.
You know, like, I mean, my nickname's been Lern since high school.
I guess that's why one side of your face looks different than the other
It
side.
probably is, Scott.
And here we thought it was a stroke the whole time.
I know.
What about those of us that have had multiple names?
Well, that's the thing. So if I change my name, will my face change too?
I'm saying, like, I had it wasn't a technical name, but when I was born, I was referred to as something. And then in foster care, I was referred to something else.
But they said as an adult, it starts to change.
Ah,
So
I
as a
see, I
kid,
see.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Interesting.
As an adult, you start to look like what your name would be.
Do you ever talk to your parents about what your name would have been if you would have been born a different sex or other names that, because my name almost was KC, just the initials KC, because my mom was a Royals fan.
No kidding.
And I was also almost named Brett as a girl, which I think that would have been cool as hell.
Let me
dude.
ask right now, Ma. If I was a girl, what would you have named me?
All right.
There we go.
In the chat
She's in the
right there.
chat. It'll be up in the momentarily.
If I were a girl, I wouldn't have been adopted there.
I got to name my sister. So my sister was born in 1998, and my mom goes, if it's a girl, you can name her. And they were really nervous about that because I was in like my alternative stage, and she was like, oh my God, this kid's gonna have the craziest name.
Raven.
Raven, for real. And I found this journal page of all the names that I thought she would have that I was just curious about.
Yeah.
And I thought her name would have been Emily Jane, and that's what I wanted. And then we ended up naming her Emily Noel because she was born near Christmas. But there were all sorts of different names that I had picked out, but I picked Emily. So her name could have been completely different, and maybe she wouldn't have been a lawyer or whatever she's grown up to be. So
You know, it's so weird. I was just talking to a friend about this because so my mother's father passed just a few years before I was adopted, so I was named after him. My dad's dad was still alive, and they said when I was like, I don't know, 8 years old, like, oh yeah, you know, we were considering Leo, like that you would have been Leo after my dad's dad, and I was, you know, as a kid, but there was nothing nowhere near cool about Leo in the 80s. So when I heard this, I was just like, oh, gross. Good God, thank goodness.
Yeah, but you've been Ninja Turtle.
Thank goodness my mother's father died.
but Leonardo DiCaprio was cool in the 90s.
It's so funny because and this was not Leonardo. This was not Leonard.
Leo.
It was Leo.
I think Leo would have been a great name for you.
And the friend I was talking to was like, yo, you look like a Leo. That would have been sick. And I was like,
Hey,
maybe
you know what?
now.
Think about this. You could pick a Karen out.
Oh, don't say that. You're going to upset a lot of
Yeah.
people.
You have 100 people in a room. You go, all right, let me see if I could pick out the women named Karen.
You know what sucks about Karen is I had a Karen in high school, and we used to get stoned and watch The Wizard of Oz and sync it up with Dark Side of the Moon. And so, unfortunately, I never think of like a bitch calling management. I always think of that Karen who was cool as hell.
Yeah.
I loved, and I still love her.
It's
So,
unfortunate.
It's
Listen,
unfortunate.
I know a bunch of Karens, and they've been dealt a bad hand.
No,
Yes, they have.
I've met a few that spot on. I had the worst boss I ever had. Everybody hated her. Karen. There's sometimes it goes the other way. It's like a nickname you call a fat guy Tiny. You know what I mean? Like Karen ain't Karen at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes Grace will go the other way too.
The Karens in my life are very nice.
They are.
And
Yeah.
I'm not saying all Karens.
One of the sweetest women I've ever met was named Karen.
There's always
His
an
name,
exception.
And listen, you know, parents get crazy when they want to name their kid something. And you've talked about it before that you had a friend that had a baby name reserved, and another one
reserved.
Another one swooped in and stole it.
Since high
Reserved is a
school.
cool
And he
name.
only told this very small group,
It sucks.
band and crew. And somebody
So,
jacked his
There's other
name.
names that you could. I was almost Storm. That was my second choice.
Storm.
Thank
Storm.
God.
That would have
Get
been
outta here.
perfect
Isn't
for
that
you.
insane?
Hey, I have your name, by the way.
As a girl?
Mine?
Your mom checked in.
So what was I going to be?
Your name would have been Laura Ann Rizzuto.
Almost Lauren. That's awesome.
You do look like a Laura.
A couple of people say you look like a Bob.
Laura.
And you kind of do look like a Bob. I can see you being a Robert.
Robert?
Yeah,
Robert
easily.
Rizzuto?
I can see you being a Robert, a Robbie.
Robbie Rizzuto.
No,
Rob
my
or Bob.
grandfather was Robert.
Oh.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
See?
It's a family name. Keep it going.
I don't
Family
think-
face.
What's up, Robbie?
I don't think my mom would have gone for that.
Maybe not a Robbie. Robbie with a Y, not an IE.
Rocky Rizzuto.
Rocky would have been great. I would have taken that.
Yeah.
I would have taken it.
I would have taken that.
Imagine if you're a baby. I accept. I
would've
accept
taken
this
that.
name.
My mom just texted said I was going to be Molly Marie. I forgot about that.
Molly Marie.
Molly. That's a cool name.
What a hussy.
Laura, huh?
Party animal, though.
We should say Laura or Lauren.
Molly, the
Laura Ann. is
Molly,
what mom
Laura
said.
Ann.
the slut of Shelbina.
Yep. The old town
Molly.
bicycle. Molly.
Well, everybody gets a ride. Everybody gets a ride on Molly.
My dad wanted to name me Jethro. My mom was like,
What?
absolutely
Heck
not.
yeah. And of all the bands, you hate that
I hate
band.
Jethro Tull. Oh, dude.
Is that why?
Yeah, my dad was a huge Jethro Tull fan. And also, I think the
come
Hillbilly Show, wasn't there a Jethro on that show?
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, my dad was a total Hoosier, so I'm real happy I'm a chick.
Are you serious? Storm was an option?
Oh, yeah, it was on the table up until the day of. That's like, I've said that before, like, you're either a weatherman or an American gladiator. There's not a whole lot of, you're not going to work in, like, HR. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be, no one's going to Morgan Stanley to let Storm handle their finances. It's just not happening.
No.
Like, it's going to
Storm
push you in a
Williams.
direction.
But it's a lawyer's name, right?
I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, you can always disprove it. But I feel like it's going to push you in a specific direction.
A weatherman.
Jackie did a good job with the names, though. I mean, all your brothers have cool names, and you have a
soap
great
opera
name.
names.
Storm.
Raphael.
What? Storm. Like named after
Storm
named me
Dean
Rafe,
Williams.
Well, that's a cool name. I mean, it's like Stone or like any of those. Just like
That got changed later.
Doors are like Stone Phillips, right? Mm-hmm. St. Louis's own Stone Phillips.
St. Louis's own Storm Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
But isn't Stone a nickname?
is it?
We'd be a good couple. Storm and Laura.
You guys would be in love.
I fell in love with Laura Rizzuto.
Laura Ann.
Laura
Laura
Would I
Ann.
be Laura or Laura Ann?
It's Laura Ann.
Like so it'd be a two. It'd be a two namer.
like Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yo, listen to this cat's name. You always talk about 2 first, 3 first names, all that kind of stuff. This guy's got 3 last names: Stone, Stockton, Phillips.
Goodness.
So his real name is Stone.
Yeah.
I love that name, Stone.
Parkway Central, Parkway West.
It's another soap opera name.
Stone Gossard.
Well, he was born in Texas City, Texas. He went to Yale, Parkway West.
Parkway West.
You know, another cool name for a guy is Jet. Somebody I know recently
a
named their
couple
kid
That's John
Jet.
Travolta's kid was Jet.
I know
Jet.
a couple Jets.
So cool.
Well, so people are whining about, the baby names they've supposedly claimed before they were even expecting kids. And people are over it. So an unnamed future dad complained about this. This was a Reddit thread a while ago. So he says that his pregnant wife posted a photo on a Snapchat showing off the lists of names that they had each made, kind of poking fun at how different and short his list was compared to hers, which is funny, right?
Yeah.
So dad got his little short list of names. Mom's got, 50 names on the list. He claimed that some women began messaging his wife claiming they had reserved some of those names so she can't use them.
That's so silly.
Snipes.
And he says that some of these women who are already claimed the names and not even knocked up, and yet they're telling the wife what they can and can't name their own kid.
So possessive. And I get it. I mean, it's special. But it's also...
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Come
You're
on.
all up in your own head about it. Everybody's got the same name everywhere.
Well, because back in the day, there were, we had 50 mics in our school.
Yeah.
We had 50 mics. We had
Billy's and Kevin's.
we had 10 Chris's.
Yeah. That's mainly because of religious names, though, right? Like Christopher and Michael. A lot of that derived from people's Christianity, I would imagine. They wanted to name them after saints, right?
Was it? I don't know. Were there just family names? It didn't matter. I really think in my class I had 15 mics. And it didn't matter. Now people are claiming names.
I have special names that I'm not having kids, but Tim and I had picked out names when we were deciding if we were having children or
You
not.
can name your new cats.
No, I would not name my cats these names. They're very special. And I do keep them close to the vest. I don't tell many people those names.
Could we get one?
No.
Is it Storm?
Yeah.
Is it Stone?
It's Storm Dean.
Is it Bob? Is it Laura Ann?
It's Laura Ann and Storm Dean, my children.
All right. Hey, before we move on, I got some tales to tell you guys. Always good stuff, right? Always good stories. When was the last time anybody had a Burger King? It's been a while.
When they launched that, what was the thing? The Impossible Whopper?
Oh, yeah, okay. That was a while
I
ago.
tried that. It's been a long time.
And then we've talked about this before that every Burger King just looks old.
It does,
They
dude.
need to be updated.
It's wild. Is it the orange color?
I don't know. Maybe it is the kind of
Brown and orange.
brown
or whatever
and-
it is.
I think they just need a revamp. The whole, I mean, maybe not the full branding, but at least like the just.
Are there any new Burger Kings? I never see any new Burger Kings.
Yeah, the one
Are they
by
franchising still?
The one in Overland's been rebuilt.
I think it's the font. Because they're pretty. There's new ones. There's a new one on Hampton. But if you look at the font, they still have that like bubble font from like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. They've never updated the logo. And I think maybe we're seeing the font, and we're thinking old. You know what I mean? Like that old timey Western saloon font.
Yeah,
and their colorway here is all 70s, so they're kind of leaning.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a 70s colors.
And on paper,
brown font.
Looks cool
I
as
like
heck.
it.
Yeah,
Me too.
They still using the weirdo king guy with the weird
I
head.
think he pops his weird head up every once in a while.
I don't like it.
Yeah, what is their branding? I don't really see commercials.
they had the king for.
They had the king for a while.
BK.
Have it your way. Yeah,
all the
we all
kids
know
are
hate.
that.
Okay.
The guy singing on a couch.
I
Oh, they were
hate it.
doing remixes of that too.
I know. I hate it so much, and it worked.
Little
It's
kids
so
sing.
bad it caught on.
I was at a softball game for my friend's son, and they were all singing. The whole team was singing "BK Have It Your Way," like it was a walk-up song for one of the kids.
Dude, I gotta say, these cheesy breakfast melts. Look at
Rice
these
Keef.
pictures. I mean, you
look
know,
great.
we
Yeah,
know what the fast food pictures can do, but that looks pretty great.
Well, so a mom in New York hit up Burger King, and she ordered a burger and fries for her 4-year-old daughter. Burger King drive-through, Western New York. She requested no ketchup. Hands the daughter the bag. Girl complains, "Why is there ketchup all over my burger and all over the packaging?" Mom took it back to inspect it, and that's when she saw it was not ketchup, covered in blood.
Oh,
Not just a drop or two, splattered all over.
Did someone get a paper cut?
They went rare?
Enough that it was smeared across the wrapper, the food, even the toy.
whoa!
Huh?
Woman freaks out, calls the restaurant, too scared to go back in person. Manager told her that a worker did cut his hand that day, didn't realize it was bad. So, yeah, he'd come back for a refund.
And
Naturally,
a
the
shot.
woman is not satisfied with that. Contacted Burger King corporate, local health department. She's having her daughter tested for bloodborne illnesses since she did eat some of the food.
Oh. How?
She said it was
It
ketchup.
was a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
The mom just hands the stuff back to the kid.
Oh.
For what it's worth, Burger King did end up closing that location for a, quote, deep cleaning and to retrain all the team members.
Damn.
What retraining do you need?
Hey, guys,
if you're bleeding,
Go wash your.
Try not to
hands.
bleed in the bag.
Yeah.
they also said they're going to cover all medical costs for the family as a result of the situation. I don't know if this woman's going to sue. She says her priority was making sure everybody realized how serious and disturbing this issue was. Been talking to the higher ups at BK for a resolution, so we'll see what happens there.
SpongeBob toys.
That's now.
Well, it was in May. I haven't seen an updated one, but that was the last one. It was a sticker dispenser. Kind of neat.
Here's another one. Taco Bell diner claims they found a nose ring in their meal.
Which means it probably came with a sneeze.
Was it from that guy? Oh, that was the nipple rings
man.
yesterday.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
saying,
saying?
the guy who stole all the nipple rings.
It came with
He's
a sneeze, dude. That's surrounded by
That's a double gift.
goo.
So a guy took a picture, and if you want to look this up, shared a photo of it. Appears to be an item, like an unexpected item, now a nose ring, lodged in a piece of diced onion. He posted, "Found a nose ring in my Taco Bell today." The post quickly sparked a flurry of comments from fellow social media users, with one joking, "Nobody knows where it came from."
Yeah.
Another saying, it's not funny.
Oh.
However,
Oh boy. Oh
conversation soon turned serious. One person wrote, I definitely go back and bring it to their attention.
boy. It is embedded in the onion. Look at this thing. Whoop.
Yeah, he bit into it.
Ew.
He bit into it and cracked a filling in his tooth.
Dang.
Yeah, the guy called the Taco Bell, and they're like, "We have nobody here with a nose ring." So they're thinking
Of
maybe
course you don't.
We did.
It's in my bag now.
they're thinking maybe it came from the. They're not cutting onions there, right? I've never worked at Taco Bell, but they're getting those in a bag already.
I didn't
Pre-diced.
even know Taco Bell had onions, because that's the weird thing about drive-through Mexican. Very rarely do their items come with onions, and I would know.
Oh, yeah.
Because they screw me up. And
Yeah,
it's
what
kind of a
items
weird
come
thing.
Good point.
If you think about like all your fast food taco places, very rarely does anything unless it's in the Pico de Gallo, maybe. But
Yeah, what Burger King items comes with
name a
onions?
Taco Bell item that has onions.
You're right. I don't know.
What do you mean Burger King?
Burger King Whopper.
I'm sorry, not Burger King. Taco Bell. What Taco Bell item comes with cut onions?
Taco Supreme? No. Burrito Supreme? No. 7-layer burrito? No. Crunchwrap Supreme?
But this
no.
is a story
Nachos?
specifically about Taco Bell.
Just interesting. So I don't know if I didn't even know they had. Maybe it's in their breakfast. Looks like it might be a breakfast thing. That looks like
Some
there's
onion
ham or
chopper at
something
a
in it.
different location lost their nose ring.
Maybe it's in the Mountain Dew.
Could be
Baja.
the Baja Blast.
What about these bowls?
The bowls have
Is it
a
the bowls?
little bit, maybe of Pico de Gallo that might have an onion. That's the only thing I could think, but that wasn't a bowl because it had a wrapper.
It has no onions in the burritos?
No, isn't that wild?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe they cooked the ground beef with onions.
That's a new surprise. Crunchwrap Supreme?
No, I'd get sick. Probably.
You can't have onions at all, right?
Cutlass Supreme.
Well, sometimes if they're cooked into stuff, I can get away with it, but I think I would still. I don't know. It's just an interesting thing. It's the same way at other Taco John's, same way.
Good for you.
Del Taco. Unless you order Pico, you really don't get. Fast food taco does not use onions, which is interesting because you think that's the cheapest veggie. I assume that's why it's in everything.
Is it Jack in the Box that uses onions in their tacos?
No.
Nope.
Jack in the Box is the simplest of all. They're just the meat.
just
They
a
use
wet
a slice
meat,
of American
slice of
cheese.
American.
And a wet thing
And,
surrounding it.
Yeah.
I haven't had Jack in the Box. I used to love the sourdough bacon cheeseburger Jack or whatever it was. Sourdough Jack.
Dude,
Oh,
number one.
that was the
Dude,
best.
their tacos are really good.
Yeah.
The fish taco
Frisco melt.
from Del Taco has onion on it.
And Hardee's is also good.
Hot ham and cheese from Hardee's. Divine.
When Jack in the Box came out with the burger that had grilled cheese as the buns, oh, dude, in college, remember that?
Yeah.
$5 box. You got a burger, but the top bun and the bottom bun were both sourdough grilled cheeses.
Yeah.
Probably like 7,000 calories.
Oh, they serve those at Hot Shots. It's the Woody Burger at Hot Shots.
Oh, man.
Really?
The grilled cheese, bacon cheeseburger. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, this is a crazy story. A guy in China was just going about his day when a little fly starts buzzing around his head, like an annoying little fly. So he swats it away, right? Actually, he didn't swat it away. He kind of smacked it on his face. Bad news for this guy. The germs from the fly got onto his eye.
Yeah.
And at first, it was just red and swollen, but it got way worse really fast. And doctors diagnosed it as a bad eye infection, but it turned out to be something very serious. The infection was spreading like wildfire, guys. And they were worried it would reach his brain. Despite taking prescribed medication, the guy's condition deteriorated rapidly in the following days. By the time he went to the hospital again, he had lost vision in his left eye. Almost completely.
What were these bug guts?
And the area around his left eye had become severely ulcerated. It turned out that the seasonal conjunctivitis, which they thought he had, turned out to be a bacterial infection from the fly that he smacked on his face.
No.
Gross.
Oh,
He had to get his entire eyeball removed.
golly.
All because of a fly. I'm just saying, next time, just don't smack it on your face. Just shoo it away. That's it.
Be careful out there.
That's it. Flies can carry dangerous bacteria, and swatting them onto the skin leaves us exposed to some very serious consequences.
Who's slapping themselves in the face with a bug ever?
You've never done that? Just like,
Anything to get
I've
the
done it on
bug.
my leg, I guess, but never like my face. I've never slapping my face.
I always do
Anything to
the
get the
brush.
bug.
You got to brush
you
it.
do
right?
it. Yeah, but something, what is that?
This is a war, and you must be the victor.
Well, no, I start screaming, ah! Like I start waving my hands, not slapping my face.
Oh man, you can slap your own face. That's just losing the battle. If you get the fly, you win the war. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, anything's game.
Apparently,
Get that
bean
fly.
burritos have onions. We got 7,000 emails, so I want that to stop. I don't want to have to sort through these.
Okay.
Apologies. One item at Taco Bell has onions: the bean burrito.
And you know what?
And the
Looking at
new
that-
Cantina Gorditas, apparently.
Looking at those pictures, it does look like maybe it was the bean burrito.
Yeah.
I was stung by my first wasp about a year and a half ago. Painful. Mm-hmm. And don't you think wasp stings are more painful than bee stings?
Yes.
For sure. I'll never forget the first time it happened to me.
Yeah. Remember last summer I was on my back porch just reading out there, and all of a sudden a wasp stung the bottom of my toe.
Ah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I was wondering what was going to happen, but no swelling.
That's good.
Yeah, I thought I was going
good.
to, for 30 seconds, I thought that was it for me.
It's a lot of heat.
I was by myself, and I was like, this is it. I'm dead. This is where I hope somebody finds my body.
He doesn't have his glasses.
So imagine you're
Laura
on.
Ann needs her glasses.
Laura Ann needs her glasses.
Imagine you're on a beautiful beach. Oh, my girl?
Yeah.
Oh. But that was bees. He
Thomas
was allergic.
James or whatever.
Imagine you're on a beautiful beach in southern Italy, soaking up the sun. Sounds amazing, right? Mm-hmm. Well, not for this Ukrainian tourist. Turned into a nightmare. 47-year-old guy, I don't know his name. He was enjoying some vacation time in Italy. He was visiting family, having a great time. Then, bam, he gets attacked by a swarm of wasps. Apparently, there was a whole nest hidden in the bushes nearby, wherever he was. Witnesses say the Ukrainian man, who was allergic to bee stings, freaked out and started running for the water. And here's the crazy part. Emergency services got called, but they could barely reach the guy because the wasps were stinging them too.
Oh, man.
Thankfully, nobody got seriously hurt, but by the time they got to the guy, it was too late. And at first, they thought he died from a super allergic reaction, but he didn't. Can somebody tell me how this man perished?
Choked on water?
He was running from the wasps to get away. He was if you're allergic to bee stings, are you allergic to wasps too?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Probably different venom in their stinger.
But I mean, is it the venom you're allergic to, or is it the histamine reaction?
I don't know how that works. Thank God I'm not allergic. Bless you.
Bless
Were
him.
these Russian wasp?
These were Italian wasps.
Oh, okay.
I think it's something that your body does in reaction to whatever it is.
So how did this man die? Somebody tell me.
Ran off a
he
cliff on
tripped.
accident.
Oh, did he ingest a wasp and choke on it?
No.
Oh,
He tripped and hit his head.
No.
Okay.
heat exhaustion.
He died of a heart attack running from the wasps.
Poor thing.
Oh, man.
Huh.
At first, everybody thought he died from a super allergic reaction, but after checking him out, the doctor was like, this guy has no stings. He was not stung by anything.
Oh, no.
Scared.
He ran, he had a heart attack, and he died.
R.I.P.
He was that scared of being stung by a wasp that he actually had a heart attack.
Does it say his age?
47.
47. See this?
Whoa,
We are knocking on this door. So, whoa.
The whole thing had the beach shut down. The wasps are apparently hardcore over there, digging holes in the sand, refusing to budge. Now, getting stung by a wasp is usually nothing major, but for some folks with allergies, it could be serious. But a heart attack from the fear of wasps, I guess that's a whole new level of scary. The story basically is a reminder, even on vacation, things could take an unexpected turn. Mm-hmm. And that's why we don't go parasailing.
That's right. Did you see the swarm of dragonflies on that Rhode Island beach? That seems weird.
Yeah, that's like an apocalyptic thing. That's
Right.
like, oh, well, that's a sign of something.
What?
The end of days is near. Yeah, they're all just hanging out. The beach is called the Misquamicut Beach in Rhode Island. And all these dragonflies.
All these dragonflies. It's wild.
This happens all the time?
I don't think so.
It's made the news this time.
I saw a TikTok video of a guy. He puts 2 fake dragonflies on his hat, and it keeps the flies and mosquitoes away.
Oh, it does?
Really?
Yeah, I want to see if that's true, though.
You need to test that out for us.
Let's make that cool.
In the Rizz lab.
Oh, the venom causes a histamine reaction. That's why. That's what'll kill you if you're allergic. All right, after that nice story, let's do this. All right, it's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Swing by Hot Shots for a stellar artois and the all-new Reaper Madness wings, available for a limited time. From High Ridge, Missouri, Sarah McCullum is our Team Rizz member of the day. Sarah's been a RizzShow listener for the last 7 years, Said the show always makes her mornings 100 times better. She always feels like she's hanging out with close friends whenever she tunes in. And she recently got her husband on the Rizz bandwagon through his podcasts. Well, thank you. Sarah misses Jeff's presence a lot, but is a fan of all the individual personalities that make up the show now and all the fun games that are played as well. Well, thank you, Sarah. Sarah McCollum from High Ridge is our Team Rizz member of the day. Gets a super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RizzShow. Show. Your emails, RizzShow 1057thepoint.com. Crownbound celebrities here in a moment. Later on, we will give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets to go see Green Day. We got tickets to go see Five Finger Death Punch and Creed and I Prevail with Hailstorm. We are playing Do It Bitch, Moon's version.
I'm excited.
So Moon's going to be taking the helm, and it's going to be his version of the game. We'll see how that works out. So went to the movies on Friday. Last Friday, went to go see Deadpool. I know you went as well.
Oh, yeah.
Rafe. And I love going to the movies. I love going to the theater. I love getting a big bucket of popcorn.
We know.
That's my favorite thing. Popcorn is my favorite snack.
It's so surprising, too, because such a basic bitch snack. I just thought you would be a little extra. Like, I thought you would have been a Raisinette girl or a throw the Raisinette in. Throw the Raisinette in the popcorn.
The game on snacks?
Raisinets.
Or like a nachos queen or something. It's just, to me, you're exceptional. And the fact that you are so in love with buttered popcorn, it just doesn't fit. Okay? Sweet tarts, but anything.
No, listen, I'm a savory guy.
Can't cut a hole in the bottom of a box of Raisinets, am I right, brother?
You're right. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that it's hot from the popper. I don't know. Maybe it's the weird kind of like butter substance they put on it. When you're eating the popcorn, is it sitting on your crotch as you're eating it? Like, and so it's warm on your belly?
Now that
or
we
what
recline.
Is it?
Where is the...
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you like that too. It's like a comforting feeling, like a heating pad or something. I don't know.
Heating up your tube steak.
Maybe that's it.
Interesting.
Anyway,
and
I'm sorry.
If I'm with the the people I love sitting next to me and they go, "Can I have some popcorn?" I go, I begrudgingly hand it over. But what if there was no popcorn? I think something also maybe about eating something out of a tub.
That's what I
like
think.
A sadness bowl?
I think eating out of a tub. I think
like
that plays into it.
I think the appeal of popcorn is unlimited quantity because they're all and the size of the container.
The big
because you don't want to leave. Everything else, you're like the boxes are small. If the popcorn came in if they only offered popcorn in like a cup,
like a 1930s sack,
and it was like you can get there's 50 cents a fill.
It's
you wouldn't go back.
I think the other attractive thing about popcorn, especially in association with movies, is it's cheap, it's quiet. It's a quiet snack.
It's quieter,
you can just cruise.
Yeah.
Quiet snacks that you can cruise. And that's where I'm a Raisinets bitch.
And you can flavor it however you want.
Raisinets. I do like Raisinets.
God, those are so good.
I just don't know if that was upping the game over popcorn.
No, it's not. It's not. But what if popcorn...
What's a loud movie? Besides Nachos. Which has been, that's a recent introduction.
Oh, I love nachos at the movies.
I mean, Twizzlers are like,
that's
like putting a silencer, dude. You eat a Twizzler, that's like putting a silencer on a weapon. You don't even know shots are being fired.
Well, I was trying to think of if popcorn did not exist, and yet the appeal of eating something out of a tub for us Americans is,
KFC.
It's the American way.
What?
A tub of Skittles.
I love a bucket of food.
What would be fun and tasty to eat out of a bucket?
Kettle corn chips. You know?
Okay, what about chicken nuggets? Just get a giant...
chicken nuggets would rule out of
giant bucket of chicken nuggets.
Dry, though, right? Like nothing saucy.
No, you got to have a separate tub for dipping.
Well, and that's the other thing about it. Popcorn out of a tub is somebody can put their hand in there, and they're going to touch maybe 13 pieces that they're not taking out, but they're not affecting it. If you got like Skittles or M&Ms or something in there, the heat's going to make it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you have popcorn, Moon? You don't like things on your fingers.
Oh, I love popcorn. Dude.
But the butter and the salt doesn't gross you out?
No, because it comes right off. You can lick that stuff off. It's the thing with like barbecue
sauce.
Yeah, but like barbecue sauces and vinegar-based things, and especially like ribs.
What
and
about
all that,
Cheetos?
And peanut butter that like it stays on there. You know, I'm okay with the Cheetle. I'm okay. I do.
Don Cheetle.
I do tend to go over to the sink and go,
because
and get it
Cheetos
off.
are of all the snack foods.
Yeah, it's
probably the one that leaves the most.
Doritos.
I sent you guys a text over the weekend of me at a pool eating Cheetos as the pool snack.
Like a crazy person.
I know, dude.
That stuff
Yeah,
like
that
it
is-
And I'm
dissolves
here to
when you
tell
get
you,
wet.
there was no sog chip.
Hey, good
Ugh.
job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was wonderful.
Yeah, that made me feel weird about
You're weird, man.
everything.
I had a great time.
What other food in a bucket? Just a
French
bucket.
fries.
Bucket of French fries.
Oh, yeah.
I like having a mashed potatoes in a big old bucket with gravy with a spork.
Yeah.
Dang.
If popcorn did
That's
not
a quiet snack, dude.
It is.
You're
If-
housing some mashed potatoes and
if
gravy out of
popcorn
a
did
bucket.
not exist,
That is a quiet snack.
they would have mashed potato buckets
Dude.
and just
Yeah,
spoons.
and
don't
with
even
mashed
have to
potatoes,
chew.
you could do the straw trick.
It'd be like Chobani, those yogurts where they have like the toppings on the side and you can dump them in when you open them.
yeah.
That would be the gravy
Yeah.
thing. And
That'd
you
be
just
pretty
pour it
neat.
on.
That'd be pretty neat.
Sign me up.
Yeah, you could do the
Silent
straw
snack.
trick with it.
You're right with the fries thing. There is something about, there are fast food places, I'm trying to think, Freddy's, is it Culver's? There's a couple that make, basically they put their
Cups.
fries in miniature buckets. They're
Yeah,
little
Freddy's.
cups. Oh,
Yeah.
It's so
fries
good.
in
Section.
cups? Hello.
And you know what cup you're talking about? The cup with the picture of fries on the outside of the cup. It's a brown cup. It's got pictures of fries on the outside of the cup.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 places that do
Five Guys,
fries in
I think.
cups. They're just mini buckets, and there's something about fries in miniature buckets.
You know what would be annoying? If it was a bucket of baby carrots.
Yeah, that's too loud.
That's way too loud.
Way too loud. What are we thinking?
That'd be awesome.
And who's going to a movie theater with baby carrots? Get out of here.
It's really
Hot
good.
chicks that work out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about.
A bucket of how about a bucket of mini corn dogs?
I do love a corn dog,
Mini corn dogs?
which is
Yeah.
a regular corn
No,
dog.
mini.
NY?
No, for-
No,
if it's
many. M-A-N-Y.
Mini.
Many
Okay,
corn
yeah.
dogs.
Mini. Because it's a bucket. You
Like
can't
little
have-
Smokies.
With all the sticks pointing up. So you just
No,
reach
just,
in and grab
no,
a stick.
no, just, I mean, you just take with your hand.
What? Who
Mini
makes a corn dog?
ones. Mini ones.
Oh, okay. So M-I-N-I.
M-I-N-I,
You know,
not many.
hot dog would be an okay, I guess, like an okay movie food. Do they do hot dogs at theaters? I've never.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
bucket
seems
of hot
great.
dogs.
Yeah, they do.
I'd much rather
They
have
do?
that
Oh,
than
now
now.
they do burgers and they do all that stuff.
Wait a second. Do they make mini corn dogs? I've never seen a miniature
Yeah,
corn
I'm
dog.
sure they do without the little stick. It's tiny.
Hot
And
dogs just got placed. This breaks my heart, man. But they just got officially placed on a carcinogen list.
Hot dogs?
We know.
Officially? How have they been escaping? Where were they hiding?
Don't know that it's official.
Wait, who didn't know that? I mean, we still just
Yeah,
would
that's-
down those dogs knowing that it's full of cancerous things. It's the American way.
Bums me out. Not going to stop.
Good to know.
Won't stop.
It's a processed
stop.
meat. Oh, the first thing that comes up is, are hot dogs as bad as cigarettes? Jeez.
I'm going to smoke this pack of dogs.
Smoking dogs.
Oh, man.
I'd do 2 packs of hot dogs a day. That's what calms me down. I go on a hot dog break every break.
Hell
we
yeah.
have.
We're
I go
downstairs with
downstairs.
Iggy.
Courtney smokes a cig and I house a hot dog, and we just
Yeah, don't you know Oscar Myers is a front for Philip Morris?
Man.
You know,
Hot dogs are considered a carcinogen because they are processed meat.
You know in Superbad, whenever what's Jonah Hill's character can't eat any more D-shaped foods, and he's like, all the best foods are D-shaped. It's true, man. Hot dogs, corn dogs, popsicles. Give me something else. What are the little things at QT that are the little
Roller dogs?
Well, not roller dogs. What are the other
Tornadoes.
things? The what are they?
Tornadoes.
Tornadoes. But then there's the other things that come in the little. They're elongated and they're also turning on the grill at QT.
That's what they are.
No, dude, it's something else.
Taquitos?
Taquitos. I couldn't think of it. Taquitos. Corn.
No, dude. There's something else,
How
man.
about
And you only get them when you can't think of what they're called, man.
I just know I like them, dude.
a bucket of pickles?
Pickles. Also penis
Very
shaped.
good.
Right on.
You know what? Just let's get a bucket of ranch dressing. That's it. Just
Just
give you a
down
bucket of
it.
ranch
Just
dressing.
dipping 4 fingers.
That's
Look
it.
at that. Look at that.
I'm sure some people will be okay with that. Gavones. All right, today is July the 30th. Back in the day, 49 years ago, 1975, Jimmy Hoffa, last seen outside a restaurant near Detroit, Michigan. He was 62. He was officially declared a dead man by an Oakland County judge after 7 years and 131 days. Body never found. We know where it is. It's under Giant Stadium.
That's right. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. 34 years ago, 1990, The Movie Time cable network was rebranded as what?
Lifetime.
No.
Oh. FX.
Box office.
E. The Movie Time cable network rebranded as E 34 years ago today. 28 years ago today, 1996, Sublime's self-titled album is released. It is their major label debut. And sad because lead singer died of a heroin overdose 2 months earlier. Never got to see the success of that record. That album went on to sell 5 million copies. 25 years ago, 1999, The Blair Witch Project was released. And 20 years ago today, in 2004, the comedy Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. That hits theaters, basically resurrecting Neil Patrick Harris's career.
The best.
Really did. People are like, whoa, Doogie Howser, man. Have you seen that movie? Doogie Howser's in it, and he's a drug addict.
Well, because of that
This
movie,
is amazing.
he got that role in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Because he was so good. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Grab on Celebrities.
And we start with this. Guitarist Joe Bonamassa has spoken out against the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, asking that they start recognizing some deserving older artists before they pass on. He was on the Artist on Record podcast saying, I'm glad that the late John Mayall was aware that he was going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I'm sad and slightly pissed off that he didn't live to see it because he deserved to go in decades ago. Mayall died last week at the age of 90. Joe Bonamassa continues, there's a lot of people that are now aging out into their late 70s and 80s that really should have gone in decades ago. They need to get them in because it's the right thing to do for the artist. He also said, and this is so true, they have to reconcile the TV broadcast as well because the arguments of, well, this is a TV broadcast, so we have to stay relevant. That's great. You do the TV broadcast. But how about the day before? You have a ceremony, a dinner. You induct 10 people that maybe aren't as hip or not as active to playing these days and honor them to get them in before they die. He went off. And I second this motion.
It is kind of sad that some of these guys go in and they never
see it.
They never see it.
Right. So for instance, this year being honored posthumously will be Jimmy Buffett and the MC5. So, neither one of these acts.
Jimmy Buffett wasn't in already, huh?
Right. So I agree. And I mean, this has been the argument for so long that so many legendary classic rock artists that are now in their 70s and 80s that deserve to be in because it is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame probably won't see that. But maybe with time, they can change things and get everybody inducted. Ozzy Osbourne is going in as a artist for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he, his wife Sharon, and his daughter Kelly, they've apologized to Britney Spears on their Osbourne's podcast for ridiculing the dance videos that Britney Spears posted online. You remember this from a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Ozzy said that he was, fed up with seeing poor Britney Spears on YouTube, and Britney fired back and said the Osbournes were the most boring family and to kindly F off. Well, here's a little bit of the audio of the Osbournes apologizing.
Britney, I really owe you an apology. I'm so sorry for making a comment. However, it would be better if you didn't do the same dance every day. Change a few movements.
All right, I was going to say, Britney, never stop dancing. I love your dancing. It makes you happy, and I'm so sorry if any of us offended you.
Listen, I like Britney.
I love Britney.
I love Britney Spears. But it's the same dance every day.
No, sometimes she has knives.
I'm sorry for saying
Sometimes she has knives.
I really do apologize. I love you, and I think you're beautiful.
All right.
Every day?
Every day.
Oh, he's grandpa.
So
He's from Birmingham?
Birmingham, yeah. As of writing, Britney Spears' Instagram seems to be down, but, you can go back and watch all of her
You know what? I read
dancing
that
videos
somebody
online.
put her house on sale.
Oh, really?
Somebody listed her house for sale, and she did not.
Do it herself?
It was like a
Prank?
A prank.
Huh.
Wow.
Can you do that? I guess you can.
I guess you can. You could. Anybody could contact Zillow and
Have an open house. Weird.
I don't know what kind of checks and balances they have there, but
Checking in on Britney's ex, Justin Timberlake, whose lawyer suggested that he was not drunk at the time of his arrest after a court hearing on Friday. JT, we know, was busted for drinking and driving last month after partying with friends in the Hamptons. Cops say he blew a stop sign, swerved as he was following some friends, claimed that he had only had one martini. The most important fact to know about this case is that Justin was not intoxicated and should not have been arrested for the DWI. His lawyer said the police made a number of very significant errors in this case. Sometimes the police make mistakes, and this is just one of those instances. So sources tell TMZ
Nice to have a good lawyer.
That a woman and her husband were in the car that Justin was following. The woman got out to approach the cops, began questioning him, asking, "Are you going to arrest Justin Timberlake?" She then offered to drive Justin to their house, but then that didn't work. The woman then asked the cops if she could take Justin's car to her house. Given that Justin was going to jail, the cops obliged, and she got into Justin's car and left. And the woman had arrived to the American Hotel 2 hours before Justin and began drinking. Yet the two cops who were on the scene let her take the wheel and drive away. Now Justin's lawyers will argue that the two young cops were off in their judgment, and if they were unable to properly evaluate her, then how could they have properly evaluated Justin Timberlake?
Well, funny is it? I think the story came out that somebody said, "Do you know who this is?" And the cop goes, "I have no idea who that is."
Right.
One of the biggest pop stars on earth.
I just knew that he blew a stop sign. You can't do that in public.
Yeah.
So anyway, Timberlake was not in court on Friday, but he will attend the next hearing on August 2nd, virtually. Your weekly Jelly Roll update, you guys.
What's going on?
His wife, Bunny XO, had a major health scare last week, showed an image that she might have a brain aneurysm.
Whoa.
She shared an update. It sounds like she's going to be okay. She said she spent 4 days thinking that this was a death sentence because her mom had an aneurysm that ruptured, but she saw a neurosurgeon the other day who thinks it was just an artifact or a blip on an MRI. He told her that she's in the clear, but she is going to have another scan soon to confirm that it's nothing that she needs to worry about. Bunny XO posted about it on Facebook saying, "It put so much in perspective, made her want to change a lot of things in her life. You just don't realize how much you appreciate life and the people in it until you feel like you could lose it all at any amount of time."
Man, I hope she's
okay.
A blip on a test. Let's hope that's all it was.
Let's hope. In other health news, Queens of the Stone Age have canceled more European festival dates as singer Josh Homme was required to return to the U.S. for emergency medical treatment. The band shared the Homme family and Queens of the Stone Age are so grateful for the outpouring of well wishes and kind understanding during this time. The band was supposed to launch a North American tour at the end of September. We don't know if that's going to actually be happening now.
Yeah, he's had some health problems. He just got over cancer.
Right. Drummer R.J. Hale from Hailstorm hopes the band will release their next album next year. Here is R.J. Hale talking on the Vortex podcast about those plans for that new album.
Hoping next year. I'm hoping that at some point, I don't know, like we always say the same thing. It's like it'll be out when we're done with it, and the whole process after getting it mixed, getting it mastered, getting the promotion campaign together, and all that. There's a lot to it, but the experience has been great because we're doing it in Savannah with Dave Cobb. Dave Cobb is absolutely killing the game right now.
And they'll be here a week from Friday.
Yeah, August 7th with I Prevail at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Oh, no, a week from tomorrow. Sorry.
Somebody emailed me and wanted to know who is headlining that show because it is a co-headlining. I believe I Prevail is headlining our night here in St. Louis.
Are they going back and forth?
I think they are, but just seems like I Prevail's headlining. Volbeat frontman Michael Poulsen has teamed up with the hat maker Stetson. Moon, you are wearing a Stetson hat right now.
Yeah.
For a new limited edition cap that uses the colors of the past two Volbeat album covers. So you might want to check that out. It's actually really, I love what Stetson is doing with, have they always done trucker hats like this?
Like
or
this?
baseball caps?
I don't know. I mean, I think they have for quite some time. I mean, they've been around forever.
Yeah.
And they make great stuff, man. I love it. I'm a fan.
Good deal. Moving on into movie news, Pauly Shore says he still is trying to make that Richard Simmons biopic happen. However, there's a holdup with financing. And in more Richard Simmons news, his housekeeper thinks that he might have passed away from a heart attack. We're still not clear on the reasons that Richard Simmons passed away. But I kind of have mixed feelings about this because, one of the last things Richard Simmons publicly said is he didn't want Pauly Shore making this movie. And now Richard Simmons is dead and Pauly Shore is like, I'm still going to make it.
Don't like it.
I don't like it. Even though I think he would make a great Richard Simmons.
I heard this interview was talking about it. I mean, he wants to make it as kind of a loving tribute to him.
I don't doubt that. I'm just saying he knows Richard Simmons didn't want it to happen. So do you honor the wishes of him by not doing it? Or do you just...
Well, in the interview, he said Richard Simmons also said he wanted Tom Cruise to play him. So he wasn't sure if it was a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing.
Because, I mean, he looks perfect for the part.
Right?
Yeah, but did you see the thing? It wasn't very good.
Oh.
Oh, the little short.
That little short film he did played all the film festivals and stuff like that. I got to watch it again.
I didn't think he was very good. It looked like Pauly Shore mocking Richard Simmons. I hate to say that.
It did pretty well. As far as those things go.
But it wasn't really him doing much. It was that extra, the famous extra.
The world's famous extra?
Yeah, the world's most used extra. It was like focused on him and other stuff. I think that's what made it even tolerable. But I don't know, man. I'm not saying it wouldn't be great. I just don't like it.
Kevin Smith is considering.
I don't like it.
I don't like Richard Simmons.
No, sir.
biopics.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Kevin Smith is considering following up his cult film Mallrats as a tribute to the late Shannon Doherty, who played the character Renee Mosier alongside Jason Lee, Jeremy London, and Ben Affleck in 1995. In an interview with People magazine, Kevin Smith said Shannon told him she really wanted to do a second Mallrats during a conversation that they had in the recent months. Kevin shared that the sequel has already been written and was floated around years ago before having a stall in 2023 because of studio issues. Now Kevin Smith is sharing that picking up the project titled Twilight of the Mallrats isn't off the table. He says at the very least, as a tribute to Shannon, I think that would be a really cool thing to do. He says it was weird when it came out. It didn't do well, but when we first came to the Comic-Con 29 years ago, man, we were embraced, and we were largely embraced because of her, because she had that credibility in that crowd.
What a great movie.
Yeah, haven't seen it in a long time.
I mean, so Jason Lee will come out of kind of retirement. What is Jason Lee up to?
Skateboarding again.
He's an almost
is he really?
famous.
I don't know.
chilling?
Let's see here.
I love him.
What was the show that everybody told me to watch?
My Name is Earl?
My name is Earl.
My name is Earl.
My Name is Earl. That's
Such
right.
a sweet show.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is optimistic
Still
about returning for the I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel. Jennifer Love Hewitt is also in talks to reprise her role. New star is also confirmed. The Legacy sequel will blend fresh talent with the original cast, serving as a direct continuation of the 1997 film.
And I was so stoked to see Jason Lee in Enemy of the State. I was like, oh, dude, that's Jason Lee. This is
How
awesome.
cool was that?
Oh, there goes Jason Lee.
Oh, no.
Crap.
He's
right,
still
yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he's still working in film.
If you've been waiting for The Fall Guy to come to streaming, it will be on Peacock, and it will be an extended cut. It will happen on August 30th. It's really good. I was just saying to Tim the other day, I was like, I really love this movie, and Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling's chemistry was
Everybody
so
says it was great. Got good reviews. Did pretty well.
Yeah. In auction news, Travis Barker sold a personal boarding pass for $8,000. So he obviously has survived a plane crash, had a lot of fear with flying for a long time.
He didn't fly for something like 10 or 15 years.
Right. And now he's part of the Kardashian family, and they fly everywhere. They just were in Australia, if you watch the new season. And this boarding pass, which sold at auction for $8,000, has in Travis's handwriting, I know I got angels watching over me, because that is something that he does now on every boarding pass that he has as a little
he writes
prayer.
on every boarding pass.
Boarding pass.
So he did he does the Goldfinger records, and he would play with us if it was in LA or somewhere in California, and he could kind of come down to it. And when Blink was touring, I think when they started touring again, before he started flying again, he would take a bus from the East Coast, or from the West Coast to the East Coast, to then get on a boat to take it to Europe to start tour.
Crazy.
So
I get it, though.
He would
I
leave,
got a man here in a plane crash.
he would
I
leave
get it.
weeks before the band and cross the whole country, then cross the Atlantic.
I wonder if Courtney and the fam are going to be in St. Louis whenever they're here in a couple weeks, because I watch the Kardashians on Hulu, and they do, like, the Barker family, they go everywhere with them. So I wonder if they'll be filming the Kardashians in St. Louis. So look out for that. We were talking about the gold bikini that Princess Leia wore from the Return of the Jedi movie. How much do you think it sold for at auction? Because it did.
Is this the replica or the OG?
This was the replica.
It's not. So it's not even real gold.
Replica for what?
Well, she wore it. She still wore it, but
okay,
this
so
maybe
she-
wasn't the one. It was like they had one for the movie and one for appearances.
But this was upon the body of Carrie Fisher.
Yes, it touched her naked body.
It did.
There's some rich people that just want to freak of the
Smell
week
it. I
smell
know,
it. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Let's say, I'm going to say 1.8 million USD.
Okay.
500,000
500. Okay.
USD.
Holy smokes. I'll say 100.
Okay.
I'm going to go 850 grand.
Congratulations. Two.
Thank you.
Not Laura Ann Rizzuto, but to Storm Dean Williams.
Storm Dean Williams.
$175,000.
Sounds like a bargain.
Yeah, that seems like a bargain.
175
That
grand?
seems like a bargain for anything legit Star Wars.
For real. And finally, just because somebody is an outstanding musician doesn't necessarily mean they can hit the notes. And Ranker.com had people just spewing hate all over singers. I'm going to give you the name. You tell me what you think. If they're worthy of being on this list.
Bob
okay?
Dylan. Yep.
He's on the list. Hang on. Elvis Costello came in at number 10.
As somebody who really can't sing well,
Yes.
I don't really know enough about Elvis Costello. I know some songs.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Did he gross you out when he sang? You didn't like his voice? He's
What
got
does
kind
he
of a
sing?
weird...
Allison, Radio.
Is he a Bob Dylan voice?
He's got kind of a...
He kind of does have Bob Dylan voice.
They're going to say something about old boy tonight. Anthony Kiedis.
He's not on this list.
He's not on that list?
Let me keep going. Macy Gray. Does she deserve to be on this list?
No, I thought she's got a great voice.
Oh, I
a great
thought she was
voice.
great.
What about Dave Mustaine of Megadeth?
Some people would say that.
Hello, man. Sorry.
I like it. I don't know. I'm a
I do
Dave
too.
Mustaine. I'm a Megadeth fan.
Me too.
Me too. Leonard Cohen is number 7 on this list.
Is he a singer?
I don't
More of
know
like a groaning.
I don't know much Leonard Cohen.
He
to be
is.
honest.
I understand why he's on it. He's more of a songwriter than a
Singer?
performer, but he's got like a cool thing going. But it is kind of like he does sing off key sometimes a little bit. I understand why he's on.
All right, put him on the list.
All right. Nobody knows who this is, or I'm assuming opera singer Florence Foster Jenkins.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I don't know
man,
what she does.
incredible.
Good old
bad
FFJ.
voice.
Number 5 is Bob Dylan. You think he's
Yes,
worthy of being on this
100%.
list? Okay. Paula Abdul is number 4.
No way.
Straight up.
Get her off.
I thought
Can
that
she
was
sing?
odd.
Can she sing?
That's a great question.
I've never.
Is she
I don't
talking?
know if I've ever really heard her sing.
Is she Milli Vanilli?
I mean, she had a bunch of #1 songs. They all sound fine to me. So
Okay.
yeah, they sound good.
There's somebody in that vein that I think it might be on this list.
Who?
J-Lo.
J-Lo is not in the top 20.
Because J-Lo's
Really?
had some big hits. And
Yeah, and there's a lot of
supposedly
rumors
she's-
surrounding, like,
she's a
she-
B minus.
a lot of people say she really didn't sing a lot of it.
How dare
But
they?
you know, I mean, that's okay. We're not talking. We're not slighting people here. Like, not everybody's like a Celine Dion. You can still be. I mean, again, like the Chili Peppers dude.
I'm taking this as slighting them. In my mind, it is.
I mean, this
no,
is people
I don't
saying
think
they
so
suck.
at all.
Well, like the back 20 of this: Jack White, Chris Christopherson,
Whoa,
Mick Jagger, Joe
dumb.
Walsh, Ozzy, Lou Reed, Taylor Swift, Sheryl Crow, Jimi Hendrix, Brian Johnson of AC/DC.
What?
Sheryl Crow. That's
Sheryl
crazy.
Crow.
That's
No,
crazy.
crazy.
Chris Christopherson's voice. Is
Some of the
perfect.
other ones I can see though. As far as just like objective, like if you're going to go to a vocal coach and they say, "Hey, is this person a great singer or not?" Nobody's going to say that about Bob Dylan. But the guy has such a cool. If he was a great singer, maybe it wouldn't land the same.
Right, it's his thing. It's his.
Sure.
He's
It made him
got a
stand out.
thing.
Tom Waits is number 3.
Really?
I don't know, man. I get it, but if you really go back and listen to the Tom Waits catalog before he started turning into the grumbly bear, like he could sing. He just like did so many weird. He just has a gravelly voice, but like
Yeah.
I get why he's on there, but I'd say go back and listen to early Tom Waits, like in the '70s. And
He's a human motorcycle, by the way. I think.
Yeah, I mean, when he started screaming through a megaphone on stage, yeah, there's like a Tom Waits era that's really. He sings some really crazy songs too, though.
I mean, if you even think
He's got
about
a cool
like
sound.
some of the stuff that like Bowie was doing, wouldn't be
Yeah.
objectively. You wouldn't objectively say like, "Wow, this guy's
Yes.
like one of the most skilled singers." But when you listen to it, you go, "Wow, man, this is
It
like
works for his music.
this
Yeah.
dude is like he can carry a tune, but it's more about the art in the delivery of it."
That's Tom Waits. Like, there's a Tom Waits song where it's just a guy swinging a hammer, and he's like, "What is he building in there?
This works.
What is he building in there? I think the devil lives in my garage."
Oh my God.
I'm just like, yeah, he's a weird guy.
Wasn't he the devil in Dr. Parnassus? And
He was.
Oh God, he was so good.
Deep cut.
Number 2 is Neil Young, very similar to Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
And Moon, you were actually right. I apologize. Jennifer Lopez is number 1 on this list. I needed to scroll.
Dang.
So
Rolled
there
the
you
wrong
go.
way.
My apologies.
Dang.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Gina Rodriguez, she is Jane the Virgin. She's 40. Hope Solo is 43. Diva Zappa, Frank's youngest daughter, is 45. Jamie Presley is 47. Hilary Swank is 50. Tom Green, 53. Christine Taylor. Sally from Arrested Development, also
Ben
in
Stiller's
Zoolander.
wife.
Yeah, Zoolander 2, Dodgeball, Brady Bunch movies. Christine Taylor is 53. Christopher Nolan is 54. Terry Crews is 56. Vivica A. Fox is 60. Lisa Kudrow, 61. Lawrence Fishburne, 63. Richard Linklater, that is also did Boyhood director, School of Rock, Dazed and
Dazed and
Confused, is 64. Kate Bush is 66. Delta Burke is 68. Frank Stallone, Sly's brother, is 75.
More talented brother, if
I'm
you
sorry,
ask me.
Oh,
74. Arnold Schwarzenegger is 77. William Atherton You may not know the name.
Walter Peck.
That's Walter Peck from Ghostbusters. Also, Richard Thornburg in Die Hard. William Atherton is 77. Paul Anka. Paul Anka is Jason Bateman's father-in-law. Did you know that?
No.
Most people didn't. Paul Anka is 83 years old today.
You know what? Terry Crews had a terrible pornography problem.
Oh, he did.
He had like a porn addiction, like a crippling pornography addiction.
He was also a big part of the Me Too. He was one of the early silence breakers of Me Too thing, and I think it was a feller.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look up that if you want like an inspiring story. Like he had like a hardcore like pornography addiction.
Yeah, he's an awesome man.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's. We're fun and fantasy
follow-up.
meet. What? Oh.
Look it up. It's an inspiring story. He had a crippling porn addiction. Today's porno birthday.
Really weird to kind of go into that. You're right. I didn't think about that.
What a segue.
You're right, Rafe.
I love it.
Terry Crews may have seen these following films.
Yeah.
Has seen all of these,
These are the Terry
including
Crews
the
list.
credits.
Tamara Lee is our porno birthday today. Today's birthday girl has been in 70 fine films, including, I didn't even think about that, Rafe. I was just trying to hype
all
up the
good.
guy.
I love it.
No, you're right. She was in Big Melons 26 and 35. She was in Born for Porn, Cat on a Hot Sin Roof, Holly Does Hollywood 3, My Randy Family, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Breast,
Oh.
The Ultimate Climax, and who could forget her role in 1990's National Poontang's Sex Vacation.
Okay.
Tamara Lee is 55 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, Moon, get out the big wheel.
Here comes the wheel.
Here comes the big wheel.
Here comes
After the
the
break,
wheel.
we're playing Do It, Bitch. All right, so here's how it works. The Great Wheel will decide the two teams. I am playing today. Moon is going to be the host. Each team will have a gambler and guesser. The guesser will leave the room. Moon will give the gamblers a category. The gamblers will go back and forth, betting on how many things their teammate can name in a category in 10 seconds. If the gambler thinks the other team has overplayed their hand, they'll say, do it, bitch. The guessers will come back in. We'll see if the guesser can make good on the gamble. We'll play best of 5. Losing team gets shot with the airsoft gun. Mm-hmm. Also, Moon is eligible to be shot, depending on how the wheel lands. So we've got tickets to go see I Prevail in Hailstorm. We've got tickets to go see Creed. We've got tickets to go see Five Finger Death Punch with Marilyn Manson. And we've got tickets to go see Green Day with Rancid. We'll get the teams here. You guys will call up 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll see which team you want to back. All right, Moon, spin the wheel. Let's
Here we go. Our first contestant is Rafe.
Storm Williams. Okay.
Ooh, a wind just blew into town.
All right, it's Rafe. And who is Rafe's teammate? Rafe and King Scott.
Yeah. The
So
champs.
Rafe and King Scott versus myself and Lern. All right, we'll play Do It, Bitch, Moon's version next. Back to the program. We're going to play Do It, Bitch here in just a second. Moon's version. I do want to say there is a live number 2 show coming up after the number 1 show at 10:15.
That is right.
Rafe Williams?
Yes, we will be live at 10:15, and we'll be talking about all kinds of stuff. I got 15 minutes with Rizz. We will be going live. We got all kinds of cool stuff. The phone number, which I'm looking up right now, I should know it by heart, is forthcoming because I can't find it in my phone, but it is 818-532-1420, 818-532-1420. You thought I didn't know it? It's in my head. I just had to go back there. I was in Do It Bitch mode. I was trying to clear the mechanism, but I remembered
I
it.
understand.
Feel free. Huh?
I want to say this just to everyone listening. If you sign up for the Point app,
Yes.
we always send a push notification with the phone number that you can store in your phone
Always.
before. So it's just one more reason to download.
You can also
1057
message us through the
app.
Point app in the drop-down box for the number 2 show and leave a message. And we have a segment of the show where I take emails and messages from people who pay attention. We'll answer your questions, give you advice, whatever you want. We're there for you on the number 2 show. So pop a squat, take your bathroom break at work, and hang out with us at 10:15 on the Point YouTube app today.
So you said it was Tom Green's birthday today?
Yeah, 53.
53 years old. Tom Green, very memorable guest on this radio program.
Really?
Oh, dude,
super interesting guy.
It was one of the most interesting interviews we've ever had. So much, in fact, that I think all of us were somewhat stunned and didn't know what happened. We weren't sure if it was even good, and we put it in the rewinds. And then when I would hear it on the rewinds, it was more fascinating every single time I've heard it.
Yeah, he's great.
He was married to Drew Barrymore for like a year.
Yeah, I think we talked about that even, and
I really enjoyed him. And I think our only takeaway that we all agreed on it when he left was, well, that guy's the real deal. Like, remember in the 90s, you thought like, wow, is this guy putting this on?
Yeah, I was also one of my most regrettable moments as having a guest in here was telling him that I hated his movie, and I walked out.
You said that to Tom Green?
He did.
I did.
During the interview that you all are speaking about right now?
I think he was, I think Rizz, and tell me if I'm wrong, I think you were like anticipating him to feel that it was lighthearted because you were making it lighthearted and having fun and whatever.
It was the only movie I ever walked out of.
What was it? Which movie?
Freddie Got Fingered.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Is it
that
because
movie.
of Harlan Williams?
Is it because of the horse scene?
No, it was a terrible movie.
It's a terrible movie, but you go into it knowing what you're signing
And I
up
think
for.
it may have been one of those, if I ever see this guy, I'm going to tell him.
In like
That
a
poor
fun, in like a
horse, you
fun
guys.
way.
In like a fun,
he's
in
got
a
to
fun
know.
way. And it just was a thing. It just didn't land right. I shouldn't have done it. My apologies. Tom
So
Green.
Tom Green walked out of the studio.
No,
after
he
you-
didn't walk out.
he
You
didn't
did.
walk- No,
In the
I
theater.
wanted to walk. I walked out of the movie,
And you
Okay.
told him about it.
and I told him that I walked out of his movie.
And then
His
what-
reaction was,
Yeah, what did he do?
He was pretty level.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, he was so extreme or seemingly extreme in the 90s because of what he was doing. But he's like this very strangely level guy. So he doesn't go up here and he doesn't go down here.
My point of bringing it up is because he went and he lived in a van, and he traveled the country in his souped-up van, and he went to the desert and set up camp there, and he did a podcast. And he's an interesting guy. And you know what? You go, man, living in a van, traveling the country, that sounds like it would be fun. Until you actually do it, and you go, that's probably not fun. And I've been kind of sitting on this, and I've been kind of like adding to this list of things that look fun but are not.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
oh man, I got a feeling this is going to be really
Okay, so
insulting.
living in a
to
van and
majority of
traveling the
things I like.
country, freedom and adventure until you realize your lack of privacy, comfort, and reliable Wi-Fi, right?
I don't know.
There's so many.
I think if you're doing the van life, you don't care about the
I
Wi-Fi.
was gonna say, I
life.
mean, if you value those things.
I always just think, where is the nearest hospital or pharmacy?
Yeah.
But
that's
they're
good.
all over. So, I mean, that's okay.
I was eating pizza not too long ago. Man, I'd love unlimited pizza. Delicious until you go, I'm 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, that, and there's nothing worse, or tell me if I'm wrong here or if I'm alone. There's nothing worse than turning down pizza. You know what I mean?
That which rarely happens in my
feel
life.
obligated.
Yeah, but
Clearly.
if you're full or it's a diet or you're on a diet or you just had dinner and somebody brings home pizza, you're like, oh,
There's always room
like,
for pizza.
They always say, you want some pizza? And you're like, yeah, of course.
Yes,
but
I do.
What am I doing?
It's delicious.
I have a hard time turning down pizza. Look at me, guys.
I get sick
You can
of
tell
it
this man
sometimes.
has a hard time turning down pizza.
Unlimited pizza would be a true nightmare.
Yeah, it would be. Being able to fly. Sounds cool, right?
Yeah.
Wind chill. It's cold up there.
But it'd be fun to go to the bathroom.
I'm not giving you that one.
Wind chill factor.
Why do you have to fly that high?
Is the wind different up there? Maybe
Guess-
there is no wind chill.
Guess what? If I can fly, I'm living in a place I want. The wind chill is not a factor.
If I'm flying,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I might as well be up high to get somewhere
You're
quick.
right.
I wish I could
I'll
fly,
fly
so
from
bad.
Bahamian Island to Bahamian Island.
It's
Yeah.
still cold up there.
You don't have to go to 20,000
I'm
feet.
going high.
I'm staying at, I'm
He's
staying about
going to
a
50.
solid 2,000 because I'm checking the scenery, dude.
Yeah.
From Oahu
From
to
the
Kauai.
parasailing.
I want people to see me.
I'd be like the vampire in Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
I
the
don't know.
movie.
Wind
Pee Wee
chill.
Herman.
That's all I'm thinking
I'm
about.
buzzing
Wind
the
chill.
treetops, brother. Feels
I'm
fine
going to
up
the
there.
Peter Pan in
bathroom
this
everywhere.
life to the fullest. Let me say this. What would be your stature when you're flying? Would you have the Peter Pan leg? Like one is,
Would you go arms to your side or arms
Torpedo?
out front like Superman?
yeah. I feel like I would be flapping my arms just for fun.
I feel like I'd be arms on the side.
Yeah, like
Torpedo in it?
that. I'd probably be
paddle?
out a little.
Unless I'm really worried about aerodynamics, I would probably just be in like a chair position with my arms crossed
Yeah,
like
you're a
this.
good point.
Like sitting?
Yeah, dude,
that looks
with
so
my
much
ankles
cooler.
I'm gonna
crossed,
be arms at the
I can
side guy.
fly.
I think I'm going full Magneto now that you mention it.
Really?
I'd just be standing.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Floating
I'm just,
above everything.
Like, dude, that's what always confused me
It's more
about Superman.
Because that would like really, yeah.
That always confused me. I was like, so
Why
does
would
he
you
have to
the
be
wind
in this
your
thing?
Yeah. What's the point of that? Plus,
Yeah,
your
but if
legs
you're
are heavy,
standing-
man.
If you're standing, then the wind's going to be in your face.
Well, and then you're
I
leading
get
with
it.
crotch, so
Again,
that's never good.
Unless I'm really concerned about my speed, I'm probably chilling and just enjoying the fact that I got some
point.
time to myself.
Would you wear a
and-
cape?
I might even go feet first.
That's what
Hands behind my head.
That's what I said. Hands like this with my legs crossed. That
when you
kinda
dream,
chair
though,
position.
when I dream about flying, I'm always flapping my arms.
You are?
Because I can feel it. Like, I have so many flying dreams, and I can feel getting more velocity.
You want to be a bird?
Seems like a lot
Maybe.
of work.
Okay, so things that look fun but aren't. I'm putting being able to fly because of wind chill, but that's just
You're
me.
taking that off.
Quitting your job impulsively
No.
would be
Yes, worrisome.
screw you guys.
I'm out.
I'm
Going
out.
home.
F you, and then you go, damn, I need money to survive.
Well, yes.
Here's the marching band.
Who's coming with me?
I daydream about that all the time, about how, like, oh, man, secretly win
I'm
the
gonna
lottery.
walk in here and just
and
F you,
just
Rizz.
no,
I'm
I
out.
wouldn't be burning bridges, but I'd be like, guys, it's my time. I'm out.
You wouldn't tell us he won the lottery?
I'm leaving. And they'd be like, oh, what's she going to do? She's only good at like 2 things. And then I'd be living it up in my $1 billion house.
Well, yes.
Suck
Again, this is
You'd
things
look
that
at us,
look.
you go.
That's winning
Don't
the
worry
lottery.
about it.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
I love
Winning
that
the
you don't think anyone would congratulate you. You just
I have
assume we'd all be like,
self-esteem
what's she
problems.
gonna do? She's a piece of
Dude,
crap.
that's what people say. Like, when people leave this business, oh, you're going to have better life than this?
Well,
Like, that's
Yes.
every
Got a
business.
point.
Yes.
You talking about outsiders or you talking about people in the business?
People in the business.
Yes, I have heard that many times from
Because I've had
What,
so
you
many
can
people.
have a better life than
from
this?
inside. Yeah,
So
it's
many
always
people
the
have
oh yeah,
Good luck.
yeah. Good luck.
yeah, you got a point. I haven't worked in this
What?
business that long.
Being happy?
Yeah.
Good luck being way happier.
Every industry insiders will say you can never find happiness outside of that industry,
Yeah, it's
right?
it's a fear tactic.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're jealous because you're escaping.
Exactly. I'm trying to build our collective self-esteem by saying there is other options for
This is a
happiness.
big shot gonna leave the sanitation department. Whoop-de-doo.
Good luck out there.
Do you think prisoners do that? Like, oh, you getting out tomorrow? Pff, good luck getting 3 free meals.
Things that look fun that aren't. Again, these are all things I listed. Having a robot butler. I don't know why I wrote that down,
That's frightening. That seems
but
frightening.
it would be great until it develops a mind of its own.
Exactly.
That's what
And saws you in half while you're sleeping. No
Right.
If you
thanks.
get lucky, you could have a Rosie and you're in good shape.
I was like, man, it'd be cool to have a robot butler.
Nah.
And
Rather have a.
Nah. You remember the old lady in iRobot?
Ex
I was like,
machina.
man, this thing is going to become
Yeah.
self-aware at some point and turn on me. Being a professional video game player. It's all fun and games until you realize, man, something I love to do or loved at one point to do has now become a competition, and it's probably not going to be fun anymore. And you probably have to practice.
There's a lot of burnout in that.
A lot of burnout. So that, yeah, a lot of fun, but really isn't. Sleeping until noon every day, which sounds amazing, but then you realize, man, I've missed my entire life.
No, you're staying up so late. Got that
Yeah,
nightlife.
that's why.
But we haven't met many morning people.
Eating a whole jar of Nutella seems like a dream come true until you realize, man, I'm going to come down from the sugar,
Oh,
the
yeah.
sugar
Dude,
rush.
that would
It's gotta be.
It's so good.
rattle your brain.
I thought of you guys yesterday because I was at World Market and the cookie butter brand, the Bischoff, whatever it is. You guys,
God, it's good.
I almost bought it because I had never
Biscoff?
had it before.
You should.
But then I thought, I'm going to eat this whole thing.
You will.
I'm gonna eat this whole
You know what I
thing.
thought looked fun?
What?
Buying a whole bunch of plants.
Yes.
What? It is super fun.
Welcome
And then
to
you love
my
them for
world.
a week, and then they start dying. And you go, it's
It
something I
does
got to
suck.
take care of.
Yeah, hundreds of dollars.
I thought maybe having a pet raccoon would be good at some point.
Yeah.
But then you realize it's going to steal your food and go through your trash.
They're so cute.
Living on a private island.
Yes.
Sounds
Yep.
idyllic until you realize there's nobody to talk to.
That's what I'm talking about. I would never live on a private island unless I could build my own hospital and house the doctors. Because otherwise, what are you going to do? You have to take a
Who are you going
boat.
to talk to?
Are you kidding me?
What if ever the world shuts down and you're all alone?
Yeah. You get the fish. You get to have the
Yeah,
whole
okay.
life to
A
yourself.
full jar of Nutella, by the way, is just about 2,200 calories.
That's not terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a daily.
well.
Don't eat anything else that day.
Bungee jumping. Adrenaline rush until you realize the terrifying moment before you bounce back up.
But that's the point.
Well, Yeah, you're kind of signing up for that.
That's what you want.
Collecting rare sneakers.
Not bouncing back up is the terrifying part.
Oh, this one's for my son. Go ahead.
Looks cool until you realize the insane resale prices and the fear of getting them dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, he's got like crease protectors in his shoes. Like I said, the kid has no pants. He's got, sweatpants and random ass shirts, but he's wearing the nicest shoes ever.
Priorities.
And you got to be careful with those
feet.
Yeah, he's like, I can't crease these, man. And I was like, well, I thought you had crease protectors. He's like, yeah, but I still got to walk like this.
Yeah, you got to be careful buying used ones, too, because they're usually laced.
Like, I can't crease these, man. He's like, you got a pee stain on your joggers.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.
Maybe put a little pee protector in there.
Working from home, I thought sounded fun, but then you realize it's a lack of separation between work and personal life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like even more so than it is now. I don't know. These are all things I was thinking about.
These are good.
Just some stuff going on in my mind. All right, Lern, it's time to lock in.
I'm ready.
Let's play Do It Bitch.
Brought to you by Friedrich HVAC Systems. Get serious about comfort and energy savings with Friedrich. Visit Friedrich.com.
All right, it's time to play Do It Bitch, Moon's version. So Moon's going to take the helm here. Bitch. So the Great Wheel decided the two teams. There is Team Rizz, Rizz and Lern and Rafe and King Scott. So we wrote down who our gambler and who our guesser is first.
Okay.
Did you guys write yours down?
I did.
Our first gambler will be Lern, and our first guesser will be me.
Our gambler will be Scott, of the King variety.
Okay.
Oh.
And our first guesser will be Storm.
Okay.
X-Men.
Storm Williams.
Storm
That's awesome.
Williams.
Let's see who our callers here are going to back. John. Hey, John. You there? Johnny! John's gone.
He's thinking about what position he would be in if he flew.
Hello, Tim.
Good morning.
All right, Tim. Is it Team Rafe and King Scott or Team Rizz and Lern?
Rafe and King Scott.
Rafe
All
and
right.
King.
Nice.
Okay,
Let's
hang on. Sean.
Yo.
Rizz and
What's going on,
Lern
guys?
or Rafe and King Scott?
I'll take Rizz and Lern.
Okay.
Sean's a winner.
Hang on.
This doesn't want
Is he?
tickets.
Colby. Hello.
Morning, guys. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, Team Rizz and Lern or Rafe and King Scott?
Rizz and Lern.
Kobe
Okay.
Jack, my man.
Hang on. Okay, so guessers will leave the room.
Yes.
Moon,
That's right.
it is time to give the gamblers the category.
Who was our lone believer?
Tim.
Some call him.
He's on
Tim?
your good list.
The
Wow.
Tim.
Did
I
you just
keep a
write him
list.
on your good
I
list?
Did you
keep
write
a
it in
list.
lipstick on a mirror? Cool.
Okay,
All right, get out.
we're getting out.
Guys,
Getting out of this joint.
All right,
By
hey.
the way, Lern and I have discussed no strategy, by the way.
I
so
know what
just-
you're good at.
That's
Okay.
Whoa.
Things are fine.
All right.
Rafe and I definitely went over everything.
Always bet on me. Okay.
Forgot to.
Okay. Learn.
Yes.
Okay, King Scott.
Oh, hey.
It is time to test your faith of your fellow contestants here. The category that you're going to be betting on, what they know, is instruments used by rock bands.
Oh, so drums and guitar. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Keyboards.
I think you could go
Accordion.
on for some time.
It's endless because think of Metallica's performed with the London Symphony Orchestra. They perform with all these
That's
huge
true.
things. So
I
kinda
will
endless.
say, in 10 seconds, name blah, 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 instruments used by rock bands. Learn, we will start with you
Yeah.
as the gambler.
Oh man, I mean, if we are opening it up to symphonic type of instruments because different symphonies have performed, and there's also bagpipes, you think of
Yeah.
the Dropkick Murphys and whatnot. So I think Rizz will be able to get 7.
She's betting 7.
Rafe could easily get 8.
8
Rafe could get 8.
instruments for rock band. So guitar, drums, bass.
Instruments used by rock bands.
But yeah, I guess we've had enough time to think about it.
Do it, bitch.
Do it,
Ooh,
bitch.
I
Rafe
like it.
8. Okay. Wave at them. I'm not sure they're seeing me. Hello.
Here we go.
They're seeing you now.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
I'm loving it.
All right. Didn't take too long, right? These guys are very confident, feeling good, feeling
Oh,
good.
boy.
Put your headphones on,
Yeah.
Rizz, because I'm going to need you to man the computer since Rafe is up.
Oh, Rafe is up. Okay.
Rafe is up. The number is...
Rafe Storm Williams.
Storm, this is going to be no big deal because the number is 8.
Oh, sounds good.
Storm, in 10 seconds, name me 8 instruments used by rock bands.
Guitar, drums, cymbals, keyboards, saxophone, bass guitar. God, I don't know, man. Jesus Christ.
8? God, that's a lot.
No, we did talk about symphony instruments.
Rock bands, too.
And
It's so
rock
specific.
Rock bands have played.
I mean, you
with
could do
tons of
accordion.
things.
Bagpipe.
Yeah, you're not going to give me like accordion bagpipe, right?
Yeah.
We probably would have. Yeah.
AC/DC uses bagpipes.
Listen, I mean, in our band, we got a trumpet player, trombone, saxophone. I mean,
It's kind of a wording of the
banjos, you
question.
got-
Yeah.
hard, though. If you don't catch one of those that you can knock 3 or 4 out, I can
It's
see
just
why it can
about
be hard.
so specific to ask for rock.
Way to go, Lern.
Thank you. All right.
Sorry.
Way to go, Lern.
Sorry.
Nice. Good betting. Good betting, Tex.
Got hung up on the terminology, and she knew I would, too.
Okay.
And I very specifically said that this is how I will word it. And they're pretty much allowed to say whatever. And they discussed, and they were like, yeah, accordions, Dropkick Murphys. And they were even talking. And then Scott said,
Yeah, that's great if you got 2 minutes to discuss it ahead of time.
yeah, and Scott even said, he goes, yeah, well, we've had a lot of time to think about this. And then that's when Lern said, do it, bitch.
Okay.
Set me up.
Next
Okay.
category.
The next category is in 10 seconds. And this is, wait, it's Rizz and Lern? Is it Rizz and Lern?
Yeah, me and Lern.
Okay, so Rafe, you will be betting first on the category
Okay.
Olympic gold medalists. How many in 10 seconds can Scott name
By name,
by name Olympic
gold
medalists?
medalists.
1.
He starts with 1.
Lern could do 2.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted.
Can Scott name 3 Olympic gold medalists?
I mean, who's he going to say? Is he going to say Michael? I'm just trying to. Michael Phelps.
That's it. That's who I think will come out.
I mean, there's Christy Yamaguchi.
I thought Christy Yamaguchi next.
That was mine.
Nadia Comaneci.
I mean, you can start saying names. I mean, listen,
Simone Biles.
guys, don't forget the NBA players throughout the 90s, throughout the last
Sure.
couple decades have won
Lern
gold
would
medals.
never even go
Never.
there.
3.
Scott can do 3. Rafe says 3.
I think Lern could do 4.
Do it.
Lern
bitch.
can do
Okay.
4.
I think she
Okay.
can. I think she could do it.
Okay, come on in. Come on in.
It's a good one. This is a good one.
Rizz is very excited about this,
Oh, good.
which means, Lern, you're up.
Let's go.
Yay.
Lern.
Yeah.
Lock in.
Done.
Your teammate guesses that in 10 seconds you will get 4. 4. Lern, in 10 seconds, name 4 Olympic gold medalists.
Bink.
Simone Biles. Oh my God. Oh, Michael Phelps, Christina Ramaguchi, and what the hell's wrong with you? 4? I don't watch the Olympics, dude.
It was nice to return the favor.
I don't do sports.
You got so
man.
close with Chris Ramos and Gucci.
Yeah, that was
Christina
close.
Ramaguchi.
Simon Biles.
Could you have
Simon
done
Biles.
I was Bruce.
Gosh damn
Mary
it.
Lou Retton.
Dang, he might have been able to do it,
Yamaguchi.
too.
Scott Hamilton.
Scott Hamilton.
We were just outside talking about the
could've done
Olympics
Phelps.
too.
Damn it.
I know.
Well, we've had a
that's
lot
your
of
mess
Olympic
up, dude.
talk.
Todd, Mike.
I thought it was.
Four.
I thought it was
That
a good
was 4.
subject.
Michael Phelps, Simone
That was the
Biles.
exact same
Carl
kind.
Lewis. We play Carl Lewis all the time.
I don't even know Carl Lewis.
That's the same thing as the rock band.
Hey, don't
we
let
had
him
a
yell
lot of
at
time
you.
to talk about it in here.
Yeah,
but
it
when
makes
that-
it easier.
The
As
one
soon as he
thing-
said it out loud, I
the
go,
one
man, I don't know
thing
if I
I
can
suck.
name 4.
Don't let him yell at you.
Sports.
You didn't
They
tell
started
me.
at 1.
You know this.
The number was so
I've been in here
low.
for a year
It
and
was
a half
low. It
with
was
you.
4. It was less than 5. Okay.
You know what?
1 point for each team.
I would never do.
That
I
is
would
tough on
never
the
do
fly.
that
You
to
even
you.
had an extra 2 seconds.
I would never do that to
Do
you.
what to me?
If I thought you sucked at something, I would never set you up.
What do
with
I suck
sport.
at?
Not much, but
Thank you.
I'm just here to say. Hopefully, you don't suck at whatever this is going to be. 4 freaking Olympians, my
He's
ass.
complimenting
That was tough, dude.
I owed you for
Christina
Hey,
Yamaguchi.
there's unity in this team, and I feel sorry for the other team.
I think it's Christy.
Laura Ann is a real bitch.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, we started with you last time, Lern. So let's start with Scott this time. And in 10 seconds, how many do you think Rafe can name when I ask him to name ways to fly or be in the air?
Ways to fly or be in the air.
We're talking airplanes,
Falling.
hang glider,
Okay.
skydiving,
Falling off a building.
bungee jumping. I mean, anything to fly, quote unquote, fly or be in the air.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough
Yeah,
one.
this one's a weird one.
I kind of wanted a weird one here.
I like it.
Way
I
to
like
fly.
It.
Wind flying.
I'm going to say,
Parasailing. I mean,
Yeah, Rafe
Mr.
can do-
Anti-Parasail here
Well,
is
are you
going to
gonna-
mention parasailing.
the problem is everyone's going to not know that you can have strings attached to it, to your flying. You know, it
well,
seems
how,
like
do you think the wording should be different?
Yeah, how many kind of ways can you be up in the air? Would maybe be a different way.
soar through
like,
the air. Soaring?
How many ways can one soar through the air?
And are we going to
Is that
accept
more
like
confusing?
airplane, jet,
Yes.
helicopter?
Helicopter,
Oh, yeah.
plane, those are each one. I would
Okay.
not consider jet, biplane, that kind of thing.
Blimp, though, is different.
Oh,
Blimp,
yeah, hot air
blimp is good.
balloon.
Hot air balloon. There are many.
Trampoline.
I think we should say up in the air. How many different ways can there be to be up in the air? Just because I think the wording will screw, or
Yeah.
maybe if that's the gimmick that we want to screw them up that way. I don't know.
Wow.
Ways for humans
To be up in the air.
to be up in the air.
So like hot air balloon, airplane, helicopter, skydiving.
Yep. Okay. Scott, start.
Well, this is up Rafe's wheelhouse here, so he can easily do 4.
Starts with 4.
I think Rizzuto could do 5.
And I know that Rafe can easily do 4. I think he can easily do 6.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
6 different ways. I mean, I could only really name 4.
Talking about very sharp. He's got a sploder here.
He does. Do it, bitch.
Do it, bitch. All right. Get them in here.
You said 6?
6. Okay, guys.
We were just talking about gold medalists out there.
Yeah. How many did you
How
name?
many
A
did you
dozen?
Dozen.
Wow.
Two.
You watch the Olympics
Michael
every year,
Jordan.
though.
Metallica's a gold medalist.
Okay.
All right. This one's a bit complex.
Oh, great.
It's not really, but we did have some issues with how it would be worded.
Now
okay?
you know how this goes, Moon. Congratulations, you're in the club.
I wanted a slightly different one, and we got a slightly different one here, and I think it's going to go well. And we'll see how it goes for Rafe.
Oh, okay.
I thought for sure she was going to try to just pay him back. I'd be off the
Sweet
hook.
relief.
Well, Rafe, the number is 6.
Okay.
6. And I would like you to tell me 6 different ways for humans to be up in the air.
Airplane, jump, trampoline, parasail, hang glide, bungee jump. That's 6, right?
Got it.
That's 6.
All right.
That was gorgeous.
That was great.
We didn't even count jump, but it counts.
Yeah.
Could you have done 7?
I'd
Now he could.
like to say I would.
Hang glider, helicopter.
I would have gotten.
But
I
jump
probably would have.
Helicopter.
I probably would have gotten tied up.
This is a difficult one.
It was a difficult one.
That was a difficult one. Yep, for sure.
Way to go, Ray.
Nice.
Rafe and King Scott leading the
And
charge
you talked about bungee jumping.
2-1. And we talked about parasailing. Yeah, bungee jumping and parasailing recently.
Damn it.
Dude, that happens all the time. It's so weird. There'll be days when I'll like prep just for the two of us categories before we play, and we'll organically talk about like 3 things that I had already prepped.
Ah.
I feel like we're all just mind melded at this
Yeah.
point. We spent so much time
Yeah.
together.
All right, Moon. The next category.
The next category is a bit simpler. I just want you to name movie, theater, snacks, which we just freaking talked about.
Right. Movie theater snacks.
But they're gonna have to be specific. It's not candy bar. I mean, if a candy bar, they're gonna say that's one, but it needs to be like Snow Caps, Reese's Pieces,
Yeah.
Raisinets,
Who
Twizzlers.
gambles first?
Last time we started with, did we start with Rafe last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will start with you.
All right. I think Lern could name 5 different movie snacks.
7.
Wow, the jump. Never mind 6.
I know what he's trying to do. No bueno.
This, by the way, is for the win for you, right?
This
That
is for the win.
correct.
This is for the win.
This is match point.
Now, will you say to Lern, be specific before?
I will say to both of them, be specific.
If I say, so you're 7?
I mean, listen, you can get credit for a general answer, but you're hurting yourself.
Won't count twice. They say candy bar
Right.
and
And then Mars bar.
Snickers. You don't get both. You
Right.
get Snickers.
Okay, that's I want to make sure.
Yes.
So if she says candy bar and she says Snickers, that's only one.
Now, are we counting all the new chicken fingers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers, all the stuff you can get at the new? Are we talking old school traditional movie snacks?
Movie theater snacks, and I would
Because
say
I think
if
burgers
there's-
and stuff count because
if
you
there's-
get those
yeah,
at the
if there's
at
burgers,
the AMC.
if there's nachos, all that crap that we just
She's
talked
going to
about.
say nachos.
8.
8. He's staring at the ceiling panels.
Does he have it in him? Does my boy have it in him? We're up 1. That's a lot for King Scott's brain to handle. The permafrost could sit in. I know he's got it. I just don't know if he's got it in 10. I don't know, man. I don't know if she can do it. This is hard. I thought you'd call my bluff at 7. Let's see. 9 and 10 seconds.
9 and 10 seconds. Movie, theater, snacks.
Do it, bitch.
Ooh, there it is. There it is.
That's
Come
wise.
on,
That's
in.
wise.
Come on in.
I would have done the same thing. Make us earn it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh, I'm mad at you already.
Hey, don't
Why
get-
am I upset?
Don't get in your
Why?
head.
Well,
All right.
you're upset with him because it's your turn.
I know it is.
All right.
Scott Daniel Rizzuto.
Laura
Scott,
Ann.
Daniel, Laura,
Laura
and
Ann.
Rizzuto. Hey,
Laura Ann.
can I,
Just wait to hear the good news.
Is
calm
it
down.
10? Get 10 and 10?
No.
Here we go.
Laura Ann has bet that in this category you can name 8.
Oh, great. Yes.
8 in 10
will you
seconds.
tell her the? Okay.
Learn,
Hey,
You're
stop
not the
interfering.
host. You're not the host.
learn, be specific,
Okay.
and name 8 movie theater snacks.
Popcorn, Raisinets, Whoppers, nachos, a slushie, Twix, Snickers, whatchamacallits, and I've got chips. I brought chips.
I've got chips.
I brought chips.
Wow.
We're taking I brought chips.
That was 9.
That was 9.
That was 9.
That
That
was
was
9.
9. Yeah, she got it. She got it.
Nice
I brought
work.
chips. Why not?
I brought chips.
She brought chips in her purse.
I did.
I brought chips. I got chips.
I got chips. I got chips. I brought chips.
I would. Yeah, there's no way to argue it.
What are you thinking?
What do you think?
When's the last time you saw whatchamacallit at the
In my purse every day of my life.
in your purse, but not at the theater?
At the mall, at the movie theater. I have a whatchamacallit on me at least once a week.
I've never seen a whatchamacallit.
movie theater snacks doesn't mean you can't bring it from home.
Okay.
Okay, we definitely didn't talk
snacks.
about that.
Well,
Cargo pocket full of spaghetti,
Yes,
Xanax.
always.
Doggone it.
Paul says in the chat, I literally bought and ate a whatchamacallit at the theater this week.
there you go.
Thank you, Paul.
Now
All
I've
the simp
officially
in
scored
the
the
chat.
point. Score the point.
Show me a
We're
picture,
not talking
Paul.
about adult theaters.
It is a tie ball game, 2-2, ladies and gentlemen.
that was a great. Good job.
2-2. Rafe and Rizz.
I'm a seeing.
was tough.
I'm a seeing here.
I'm just giving her a hard time. It's good. She got to 9. The chips from home, I would have argued, but
Rafe, Rizz, get out.
Okay. Chips from home.
Wow.
It comes down to this.
We got it.
It comes down
No
to
matter
this.
what's happening,
Yeah.
you're up. You better get yourself ready.
All right. Guys,
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is a topic that they should both be strong on.
great.
Oh,
They
it's
really
easy.
should both be strong. Now, Scott, we went to you last time to bet.
Yeah.
Learn.
Yeah.
You will be betting first on this category. How many do you think Rizz can get when I ask him to name me movie sequels?
Ooh, okay, so Wayne's World 2. Bad Boys 2. There's so many.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber 2.
Both movie guys, right?
I think you could do 6.
Starting the betting at 6. 6 movie sequels. We will count 2s and 3s.
Oh, so really? So those are each individual
So you
count?
could,
or
you
they're
could
not
go
together?
through all the Rockies, and then that could be 2, 3.
Oh, boy.
That's good.
This gets real complicated. And you said 6?
6. Mm-hmm.
Rafe could easily do 7.
Rizz could do 8.
Wow. Okay, we're already up to 8.
Charlie's Angel, Full Throttle.
Yeah.
Wayne's World 2.
See, the problem is
The
I've had
Conjuring.
time to think about this. Oh, man.
Bad Boys 2.
And I will legitimately just ask for movie sequels.
Okay.
Okay. So not... Because if it's a trilogy, it's not part of a...
Yeah.
If he says Star Wars, like Star Wars, are you going to...
No, you have to give
say
us
Star
titles.
Wars, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, you can't say
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings 1, 2, 3. You can't say that. You have
You
to
have to say the actual
Oh, the
titles.
actual... Okay,
Yeah,
then you
the
need
two-
to
two towers.
specify that. You
You
need to
gotta
say,
say
like, the exact...
I'll say, okay, I will say exact titles, movie sequels.
Got it.
Okay.
Cool.
Then, wow. I mean, Rafe is on fire today, so I'm going to say, do it, bitch.
All right, so 7
Here
for
we
Scott
go.
Rizzuto. Is that right?
No, you said 8.
Oh, 8.
Yeah, 8.
You said 8.
Bring him in.
You almost went for it, too. All right, we are ready.
Did you bring your cargo pocket full of
Are you
spaghetti
guys
back
nervous?
in here with you, or?
Are you nervous?
Yeah, this is for the win.
Chips from home.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Currently tied up 2-2.
No.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot on the line here. And it comes down to Rizz.
No. What I want to tell you.
What did I tell you?
No.
What I want to tell you.
No, you got this.
You know I fold under
Don't
pressure.
fold on this.
This
I
is
would
a tough
stand,
one.
actually.
This is
I,
not an
you
easy
should need to
I
be
would
in.
stand. I will say that both of your gamblers had faith in you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I feel bad for Sean and Colby.
But Lern had more faith in Rizz
Okay, hang
to
on.
name 8.
8. Okay.
8 is the number,
Sweet.
The number shall be 8.
and the number shall be 8.
9 is right out.
And exact.
Right.
Well, you guys love side coaching.
Yes.
I didn't hear what you said.
No, I'm coaching Moon because we talked about this
What
collectively.
side coaching?
I got it.
guys
I
have been-
it's all
Well,
written
she
down.
told you in
Moon
advance
how
that
to
it was
run
you.
the show.
She told
Rizz,
you in advance. It was
please name 8.
Don't get him in your head.
Ready? Are you ready?
Okay.
Please name 8 exact titles of movie sequels.
Empire Strikes Back, Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Jaws 2,
Yeah.
Back to the Future 2.
You got 5. It was good.
Yes! 8? 8!
We were taking all sequels. You could have done
I can't believe you went
Rocky 1,
7.
Rocky 2, Rocky 3.
Well,
Could have done exact
Yeah.
titles.
I was just
Yeah,
doing
you
it
did
for
it. You
strategy.
did it.
I was
You
doing
did
it for
it.
strategy in hopes you would call my bluff.
Well, when it said exact titles.
That's
yeah,
right.
I just didn't want Lord of the Rings 2, Lord of the Rings 3.
Harry Potter 5.
Back to the Future 2.
I said Back to the Future 2.
I know. I knew you could do it.
Speaking of
Now we're
backs,
gonna
More
shot.
future.
speaking of backs and futures, a couple backsides have a airsoft shot coming in their future.
Twisters.
Congratulations
Maybe
to Tim.
3. Might be 2.
Charlie's
I'll tell you
Angels
what.
Full Throttle.
It's good to know that all of us are totally susceptible and horribly guilty
Horrendous.
at just turning on our being so angry and so butthurt. 8? You had faith that I would get 8? How dare you? You know what I mean? Like, nobody's alone. We all do this to each other. It's
How
awesome.
dare you think I'm smart?
Can we find out if Moon's getting shot? Because I just.
Yeah.
Because you want him to be so bad, right?
What? All right, here we go.
Damn it.
I'm spending an ion on the side of Scott. Yeah!
Damn it! There is no justice on a
Moon's
Tuesday.
Moon is protected.
All right, so it's just Lern and I getting shot?
That's right.
Yeah.
Want to just do it?
Just do it.
Let's do it, bitch.
Let's go.
Wow.
I hate this.
Just do it. Fine.
This is good.
This is what you get.
Sorry, Sean and Colby.
8?
4 Olympians?
8?
Person that doesn't watch the
8.
Olympics.
Our team's still united.
Just watch Bad
Good
Boys
job, man.
2.
Thank you.
Good job, Tim.
No. Bad boy.
Hey, Colby, enjoy that concert.
7.
Gosh, damn it.
Colby and the other guy.
Sean.
Enjoy your concert, Sean and Colby. I hope you have a great time at going nowhere.
You guys want to shoot?
Nope.
You sure?
You got it. You hosted.
Come on, you're the marksman.
Well, I mean, I feel bad actually being the host and the shooter. That's
Hey,
Well, I can
Okay.
shoot if you want.
all right. Here we go. Just do it. Here we go.
he
then.
who casts the sentence must swing the sword.
Wow.
All right, you ready?
Dang it.
Are you prepared?
I think you're too far back.
Yeah, scoot up.
No, there's a line.
Oh, well, I'm not
follow the
Who's
line.
first?
Are you ready? Who would like to be first?
Me!
No,
Okay.
do me first.
3, 2,
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Those cheeks. Oh.
Dang it.
Those are
That's
two of the
awful.
best.
I feel bad for you guys.
What are you doing?
Those are two of the best clenches
I
I've
was trying to
seen.
help her up. She started smacking me.
Those were two of the tightest butt clenches I've seen. in a while.
Rizz's jeans disappeared.
Those are good. Those are good.
Lern's butt ate some denim. when she got
Burns.
You guys did good.
These Levi's are not as thick as they used to be. I'm just
Hey, we got
saying.
football coming up soon, by the way. So,
Yeah, not
no.
stoked.
don't forget about that. All right. Nice job, Moon.
Yes,
Good job,
indeed.
Moon.
Great
Great
job,
questions, man.
Great job,
questions.
contestants. And we got a 3-2 game. It was
God.
very good. It was very good.
Never again.
Rafe, you're up next.
For what?
Hosting the game.
Oh, all right.
Thursday.
Off the hook?
Thursday.
This Thursday?
This Thursday.
All right. I'll prepare some questions.
Prepare some questions. Listen, nobody knows the future. What if things go sideways next week? Like society breaks down next week. Are you ready?
No.
You ready to go?
Sure.
No more grocery stores. Like you gotta have your own food supply. You ready?
I have a book at home about survival.
Okay.
pepper?
You can
Like
eat
a
that?
doomsday prepper Bible.
Dude, I'm in good shape because we have a squash we just picked
Right on.
and a couple of tomatoes. So
Yeah.
I'm set.
All right, you're good.
People
Here
are
we go,
rioting
dude.
outside, and it's the purge. And Tim's going to scream, Lern, what are you doing? She's like, I'm reading the book.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what plants we can eat in the forest. Let's go.
Costco is now selling apocalypse dinner kits
All right.
For your uncle?
for $99.
Okay.
Are these
For
like
$99.
MREs?
Yeah, kind of. So Costco has always been and apparently will always be the place where you could find a great deal, even if it's the end of the world. They're selling a massive bucket of emergency food on the online shop. If you want to look this up. It lists a massive 150 servings of food, including 12 servings of pasta Alfredo and cheesy macaroni, 6 servings of teriyaki rice, creamy pasta and vegetables, potato pot pie, tomato basil soup with pasta, chicken noodle soup, and 12 more servings of brown sugar and maple multigrain and apple cinnamon cereal.
Okay, cool.
6 servings of crunchy granola, 10 servings of white rice, 16 servings of vanilla pudding. Who doesn't want vanilla pudding
I
when
love
the
vanilla
apocalypse
pudding.
comes?
Yep.
24 servings of a whey milk alternative and 16 servings of orange juice. And for all you preppers out there, know that this stuff will last an extremely long time. Hey, you put it in your basement, 25 years it's good for.
How much is it? $99?
$99?
That is
I'm
not
getting a
bad.
Costco membership.
It's not a bad
today.
deal.
No, that's a great deal.
It's not a bad deal. It's 25 years,
Is this the Ready Wise one? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
whatever
which
it is, $100, $99, $100.
Okay.
All right.
150 serving.
150 servings. All you need to do is eat these freeze-dried foods. All you need to do is just add water, and voila,
So
you're
you have to
eating
have
good.
Water too.
The world is burning around you, but yep, here I am, eating my teriyaki rice.
If you can find clean water.
If you could find, that's another thing.
Yeah, I think about this when I have my low days. Like, oh my gosh, we need to start storing water. But every time I bring it up to my husband, he looks at me like I'm nuts.
Just get you one of them river straws, and you can drink
We have
your
one.
own poopy or whatever.
We have one of the carbon little things. We
The
got
problem
those.
is, how do you get you got to also have fresh water for the dogs and cats and everything else.
That's a good point,
First,
Scott.
You suck it through the straw and you spit it in the bowl.
There you go. Okay. Win.
Do you have a place in your lives with your families that has fresh water? Because like our family does. We have like a secret little pond lake.
Oh, you have a secret pond?
Yeah, we have like our own private pond.
It's called Lake of the Ozarks.
The secret
And
pond.
so we would just go there. Like that is our family plan. If like society collapses, we know where we all meet up.
Matt says that Costco's been selling these for years now.
Yeah.
This is the first I'm noticing.
Amazon has them too. If you don't want to get a Costco membership.
How much?
$104.99. Little different. It's this one's called a Augustin Farms Deluxe 30-day emergency food, 200 servings. Package color may vary.
Does that have tomato basil soup? Because this one does.
It can't. It's got a 30-day meal planner.
Sounds pretty good.
Buttermilk pancakes, creamy potato soup, strawberry
Pancakes.
wheat, creamy wheat.
I'll pass.
I think whenever the world went into lockdown in 2020, we all got a good little taste of that. Because I remember looking at my cabinets going, okay, if the stores go down, we're going to be eating some peas. We're going to have to ration
We
these
got
out.
Plenty of beans.
Yeah.
I went in the pantry and I said, okay, what can I wipe my butt with?
Dude.
Because I am done with this truck stop toilet paper that I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still going through the toilet paper we hoarded.
Me too, dude. It's in the bottom. And like every time I get to it, I go, no, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's the emergency
Crazy.
supply.
We said that we went to Schnucks the other day, and I always get the Lysol wipes or the Clorox wipes, and Tim was like, man, remember whenever we couldn't even get one of these because they were just gone?
People were insane,
Well, yeah. And
grabbing everything they could.
we got a good little taste of what society will look like. That was
Except
just like,
for non-perishables.
right. It's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good. We
We're
failed
not-
the test.
We failed as a country for sure because the only thing you could get at the grocery store was stuff you would need for like long-term survival.
Right.
All the canned goods, good. All the meats, gone. Butt wipe, gone. Lysol wipes, gone. But I'm like, man, if you actually had to stay inside for a year and couldn't leave your house, all the perishable stuff was gone. And then all of you get all the cream corn you wanted. Believe me, it was up there. All the green beans. We just did it wrong. What I do love about this Amazon 30 days food supply is that it says keto friendly.
Oh,
thank
good.
God.
In case you're trying to keep your six-pack during the apocalypse, you don't have to worry about it.
Keto friendly.
Keto
Good.
friendly.
I think I may buy one or two of these kits. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Will you
think
buy me
it's a
one? I'll pay you
no-brainer.
back.
It doesn't take much space.
I don't have a Costco membership.
You guys want emergency kits?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Snag me one,
No,
bro.
you guys want one? So one for you,
One for me.
you. Rafe, you want
Hey,
a kit?
hook me up, brother.
All right.
Can I write you a
Yeah,
check?
thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have Venmo.
this will be good.
All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by.
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
All right, so I'm not sure the average American eats this much produce anyway, but here's a weird hack. It's been going around. Can you wash large amounts of fruits and vegetables in the dishwasher? It's a hack that's going viral after somebody posted a video of their mom doing it.
A hack. I mean, isn't it like crazy hot water? Isn't it going
Right.
to mush it
Yeah,
out
I
or something?
The idea is to wash everything all at once right after you buy it, right? Do you guys do that when you get vegetables at home?
Yes. Well, we have like a nice little it's like a vegetable wash. It's like not a soap, but it's
You
something
just
that you
put it
add.
on there and wash it off. Yeah.
But do you do it right when you get home?
No.
No,
I
I do before we eat.
I usually do it before we eat.
Same.
The grapes sometimes will find themselves
Sometimes I
put
don't
away
do it.
immediately. So if you're the first one cracking that bag, you got to wash them yourself. But
Hey, when you get home from Schnucks, you just throw everything right in the dishwasher.
that seems weird, dude.
Sometimes I don't do it, man. I'll be honest. I'll be vulnerable.
Oh.
That's how you build your immune system.
Sometimes I'll pop the celery or something, and I'm starving, and I just don't even run it under. I just break the dirty end off at the end, like the root part where the dirt's still on it.
Yeah.
I'll lick my thumb and wipe the dirt off, or I'll just break it off.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the dirt that I mind. It's
I know.
other people's germs.
It's the E. coli.
I understand. I'm not advocating for
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
I'm admitting that I do this.
With the apples, typically, like if I can't rinse it right away, if it's not right by the sink, I will admit I just rub it on the shirt, like Johnny Appleseed or whatever.
Been there, brother.
But my wife has a real deal. She hates it. Hates it. If something isn't like very thoroughly washed.
Yeah, my wife.
Grossed
Too.
out.
She'll even my wife will even watch like avocados.
Yeah, yesterday I cut up an
On the
apple.
outside?
Oh yeah.
I don't do
I
that.
cut up an apple and brought it in. I was sharing it with her, and she, in the middle of it, goes, "Did you wash this?" And I acted like I didn't, and she about lost her mind.
Even if you're squeezing a lemon, she'll wash the lemon. I mean, she washes everything.
Yeah, the avocado and lemons and all that, they get heavily sprayed. So those are the
Yeah, I
ones to
get,
wash.
I get it. But so is it a good idea to put the stuff in the dishwasher? No, it's
No,
not.
it's
You're an
not.
idiot.
You're an idiot. Thank
Idiot.
you.
You're an idiot.
If you do that.
Why? Please.
Because dishwashers are designed to clean, I don't know, things like dishes and hard surfaces like glass.
Well,
Well,
So really soft stuff like tomatoes are going to get pulverized. But the bigger issue, not just the
but not
heat.
delicate.
not just heat, is the residual soap that's in your dishwasher.
More pesticides for your
Extra
body.
clean,
Yeah.
Cascade clean, no spots on your fruit.
You
Look at
don't
this
really want to be
cucumber.
eating that stuff or any rinse aid you preloaded.
Look at this cucumber. It sparkles.
Exactly.
You know what the FDA says?
What do they say?
They say just rinse it in the sink like a normal person.
Yeah, stop being an idiot. Love the FDA.
Can you just use water? Or do you have to use soap?
No, I mean it's fine. It's just rinse it off in the sink.
Yeah, I use water. However, I drink lemons. I have lemons in hot water now on the show every morning, and because I'm putting the entire rind, I do soap off the entire lemon and wash it pretty good since
That
it's
makes
going to be
sense.
chilling. But yeah, like an avocado, you're cutting into it, and to me, I
never thought about washing an
never did
avocado
either.
Yeah,
ever.
but they say that they spray those.
So they spray them, and then when
very,
you
very heavily.
and then when you cut them, you know
the knife
whatever goes
through.
into.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'm not crazy.
okay, yeah, I see.
My wife gets crazy like
That
that.
makes sense.
and if
Chris.
you eat too many of those, it'll put you in the hospital.
Oh, there's an
Has a
avocado
Haas.
joke, guys.
Very
You are
Scott,
good.
everybody.
Very specific.
Very good. Very good.
I love it.
Chris is asking, can we go ahead and retire the word hack, please? I'm okay with that. I hate the word
Yeah,
as
me
well.
too. Me too.
Let's all say it one last time, just get it out of our system.
Who said it?
I did.
Hack.
There's no way. I guess tip. That's how they describe
Nice tips.
these hacks, these
Oh.
TikTok
Oh, I
hacks.
see.
Life hack.
My favorite deli meat. Anybody?
Boar's head.
Carl
Borset.
Buddig.
Don't even get me started.
Boris said, you hear what's going on?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is now boar's ass.
Over 200,000 pounds of boar's head deli meat have been recalled
Really?
due to listeria.
Let's have a.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And the recall comes amid a 13-state listeria outbreak announced earlier in July and is tied to deli meat sliced at counters. Federal health authorities are investigating whether the boar's head recall is tied to this outbreak. The Maryland Department of Health first discovered listeria contamination in boar's head liverwurst. As a result, ready-to-eat liverwurst made by boar's head is being recalled along with several other deli meats produced on that same line: ham, beef salami, bologna, and more.
Tell me the cracked pepper turkey is not on this list.
You know what? I don't know.
That is the best.
But I think whatever has been pulled already.
Okay.
Bologna is made near the liverwurst? How dare they?
Who's buying liverwurst up in here?
Well,
Nobody.
What is it?
There's a local tie to this.
That's a dad food.
The products were shipped to retailers with sell-by dates ranging from July 25th to August 30th. The latest info shows 34 people have gotten sick, 33 have been hospitalized, 2 have died.
Wow.
This actually started here in Baldwin, one of the big stories, where an 88-year-old woman bought liverwurst, or the husband. This is who buys liverwurst, by the way, 88-year-olds.
Yeah.
What is it again?
Liverwurst?
Yeah.
It's made from liver.
Is it like a
It's
bratwurst?
like a bologna made from liver.
No, it's like sliced.
Oh, it is? Oh, so it's
Comes
kinda
in,
looks like
I believe
bologna.
it comes in log form, right?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Braunschweiger.
so it's a combo of
It's a dad food, dude. It goes in the fridge. Kids won't touch it.
Liverwurst.
Dad's little treat will be sitting there
An
when he gets off work.
88-year-old
Ew.
eats liverwurst.
Correct.
You can buy it in a can or a tube.
Well, so Boar's Head makes it. A woman from Baldwin consumed some after her husband bought it. She went to, like, this is from Schnucks. She had to be hospitalized for 9 days, then spent another 11 days in rehab.
Wow.
The husband is suing
She was
Boar's
addicted.
Head and Schnucks. Medical bills, pain, and suffering, the impact it's had on their marriage. This is the first lawsuit filed since this outbreak, which, yeah. Wow. I don't know how this is Schnucks' fault. You know, they just sell the stuff.
Right.
If it's something that came from the Boar's Head factory.
You know, I was reading this morning this study. I'm going to read this. So, climate change is blamed for steadily rising temperatures all around the globe, which is causing all sorts of environmental problems. And now it appears to be a worry about our seafood. The European Food Study Authority says that the warmer the earth gets, the more dangerous bacteria called Vibrio gets into the marine life, especially in rivers and lakes. Vibrio can cause severe health issues, including sepsis. And when it's consumed, when you consume undercooked fish, it has a resistance to antibiotics, and it's an outbreak of Vibrio-related illnesses in the U.S. So I wonder. I'm just going to go back to the
What does that
liverwurst.
have to do with my deli meat?
Maybe there's a bacteria that, because of like warming climate, is getting into the food. So getting
This is
into the meat.
listeria, though.
No, I know, but like maybe listeria is out there more because of warmth. I'm trying to be hypothesizing right now.
We need to change the name, too, because Listeria just sounds like a cool Euro punk band.
I was just going to say that. I love
Or
that
mouthwash.
record.
I don't think we
It's
could,
my
from Def
favorite.
Leppard.
Yeah,
Listeria.
Listeria was dope.
Yeah, it's
Like
my
one of the
favorite
first
Muse
tapes
song.
I brought.
And I'll tell you what, Vibrio sounds like something that we review or talk about the review of on a Monday. You know?
Are you trying to tie climate change to the woman in Baldwin getting sick from liverwurst?
No, I'm saying I'm trying to tie in, the possibility that the Earth and its
So we got the polar ice caps
what's
melting
happening to foodborne illness.
and liverwurst being
Because here's the deal: if you keep your food out, you can get sick, right? Because it's warm and the bacteria it multiplies when in warmth. Listeria is a bacteria.
But we still have refrigerated things. And maybe this was kept out and not refrigerated.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Maybe it was on the
I'm not
truck.
sure you could tie this to climate change.
There goes another glacier. You better pack
Hey.
up on canned liverwurst. I
Hey,
tell you,
dude.
it's going out.
You better pack up. Look, Big Terry's all for climate change,
I know.
not ruining things. Okay. You want
I'm
guys?
for climate
I like
change.
it. I like
want
thinking.
I want the climate to change. I'm for it.
I
too.
like thinking.
Me and Big Terry, we're for. We are for.
Or climate change.
I'm pro climate change, dude. It's hard to take. That's a hard position to take, but I'm pro climate
Hey, dude.
change.
Getting rid of things like liverwurst.
Well, that's why I can wear a tank top all year round.
Hey, you know
It's not
what?
that I don't believe in it. I believe in it so hard I love it.
If you get more foodborne illnesses, dude, like listeria, it becomes part of you.
Toughens you up like the belt in the 70s.
Listen, I'm not a scientist, and I'm just saying I'm not sure if I could tie climate change to this, but
Well,
be careful out there, guys.
Just be careful out
there's some people who think spoiled Braunschweiger killed the dinosaurs. That's all
Okay?
I'm saying.
That's all we're saying.
Sucks on it.
Don't at me.
Look it up.
Ozempic, Wegovy, very popular. The semaglutides, very popular. And in fact, they're people are finding them hard to get, especially people who have like type 2 diabetes who need this stuff to live. People are taking the Ozempic for weight loss, and the diabetic people are like, hey, like I really need this. But now people are ending up in the hospital because they're accidentally taking way too much of those stuff, like way too much.
what?
OD on Ozemp.
They're ODing.
Like accidentally? Like they're forgetting that they got a shot or something, or they're trying to get skinnier faster? What do you mean? How is this
People are getting
happening?
confused about how much to take, and it's making them really sick.
Oh, okay, so it's a confusion thing.
Yeah.
I'll get skinny twice as fast if I do 2 shots a
Yeah,
day.
just double it up.
That's what's happening.
I could see, this is America. I could see people doing
That's what's
that.
happening.
I can't wait 4 weeks. I need these 60 pounds gone in 4 days.
So there are like homemade versions of this stuff, like cheaper homemade versions.
No way.
That people are like mixing cocktails of this stuff. And it's easy to mess up the dosage. And people are getting confused about how much to take, and it's making them really sick.
Wow.
Like they're overdosing from Ozempic and Wegovy. Nausea, vomiting, pancreatitis. In some cases, people have accidentally taken 20 times the amount they were supposed to.
Good Lord.
So the FDA is freaking out, and they're like, "Hey, homemade weight loss drugs not good. Stop mixing things. They should be used as directed by your doctor."
Homemade blank drugs, not good. Right? Any type of homemade drugs, not good.
Not good.
Yeah, seems like it's a bad idea.
Not good. People in Houston, they had a hurricane hit them not too long ago, right? A couple weeks ago. There's a lot of water down there in Houston, and people are dealing with an invasive flatworm. They're called hammerhead flatworms, and they're toxic. And these things are frightening. Historic river flooding, Hurricane Beryl this month. As a result, more and more people are spotting these toxic flatworms. Look up hammerhead flatworm.
Very
I
interesting.
already know about it.
And these things thrive in hot tropical climates. If eaten, it's poisonous to pets, known to carry parasites. After rainstorms flush them out of their underground burrows, they're often scattered on lawns.
Whoa,
They're scattered on lawns, sidewalks, roads.
And that isn't even the worst news. Give it to him.
I'm
the worst
getting there.
news is they're awesome
Oh,
looking.
here we go. Well, first off, if you touch them with your bare hands, you're getting a rash.
Okay.
Also, if you cut them into pieces,
Yeah.
they multiply
What
and
the
regenerate.
hell is going on?
Wow.
It's Terminator worm,
These
dude.
are aliens, aren't they?
Super
So if you cut
animals.
these things into two, you now have two worms.
I'm
Cut
in
my
hell.
tapeworm into pieces.
I'll grow another head.
Freaking mess. What is this world? We are living in a
Oh
simulation.
man, that looks like a straight up mushroom on a pizza at Pizza Hut, dude. I
look
don't
at
like that
it looks
at all.
so cool.
Look at the head.
Yeah, mushroom-looking hammerhead,
So if
nasty
you
thing.
don't touch
Mushroom
them,
head looking ass out of here.
don't touch them.
I rebuke you.
Dude, these.
I know what I'll do. I'll slice it in half. Oh, no.
Gotta admit, that's one of the coolest looking animals ever.
They could grow up to 15 inches long, and if I saw one
Are
of these
you
things, I
kidding
would.
me?
What are you going to do? You can't do
Hey,
anything to
good
it.
news.
What do you do?
That's not
Good
a-
news. There's an article here that says it was hammerhead flatworm spotted in Ontario, Canada.
It's on our continent, dude. I'm out.
Nice.
15
They're in
inches.
Houston.
That's
It's
not a
our
worm
continent.
anymore. That's a snake.
So you're supposed to put on a pair of gloves, put the worms in a plastic bag with salt and vinegar or citrus oil, and put them in a freezer overnight.
Oh, great.
It takes that long.
That's the only way to kill him. He is Vigo.
We have to marinate the worm?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Dude, that's
Or does it sound
wild.
delicious?
Oh,
So
man.
put just a little bit of Montreal steak seasoning in there. You know, a little
Yeah.
Worcestershire sauce. Shake it up and then leave it overnight.
So the hammerhead worm, also known as the shovelhead or arrowhead, gets named from the strange head, which looks like a hammerhead shark.
Right. Or a mushroom,
They
depending
grow
on.
up to 15 inches long and have been mistaken for snakes.
Well, that's unsettling.
Can't wait to see it.
Yep,
And what?
coming our way. And finally, if you order boneless chicken wings, you aren't getting wings. You know that, right?
That answers your question from yesterday, Moon.
Fine.
And in Ohio, they don't even have to be boneless.
Huh?
Check this out. A couple years ago, a guy in Ohio ordered boneless wings at a restaurant. One of them did have a bone. He ended up choking on it, got an infection, had to have 2 surgeries. He sued the restaurant owners, the chicken suppliers, and the processors, and the case made it all the way to the Ohio Supreme Court. In a divided 4-3 decision, the court ruled that boneless chicken can have bones.
Well, I just had a burrito not long ago that was supposedly, I mean, who's ever had a burrito and had a bone in there? And it had 3 small bones in the chicken, in the burrito.
Well, the majority of the decision went this way, quote, boneless chicken wings is a cooking style. It's not a guarantee. Just as a person eating chicken fingers would know that he has not been served fingers. Basically, they argued that bones are natural to meat, so consumers should expect them. Be prepared if they encounter them, and no one is liable if boneless wings have bones.
Dude, that's the right answer, but how did it take 4 different courts to say that? Right? Did you say it went all the way to the
Was
Supreme Court?
the
in
Ohio Supreme Court.
That's wild. I mean, this seems like a pretty obvious. It's a good.
You know what? I looked at it this way. I looked at it. If you get a piece of fish at a restaurant, it's supposed to be like boneless fillet or whatever, like a
Right.
fillet of white fish or whatever, and there's a bone in it
Right.
accidentally, and you
Accidentally have it.
accidentally get it, get it in your throat.
Yeah.
I have 2 thoughts when this happens because it just happened like 3 days ago. My first thought is I'm angry because I got this bone. And I'm like, oh, how much more of this? I feel like my meal might be ruined, and I got to spit it out. And I'm glad I didn't swallow it. And my second thought is, well, at least it's real chicken.
That's true.
That's what I always thought. I always think like, oh, at least it's not that pink stuff.
Here's what the minority argued on this. Here's the other side of it. Could someone allergic to nuts or gluten sue if they were served something dangerous to them? Like, people can die under some of those circumstances, but lactose and gluten and nuts are natural to foods.
Good counter argument. That's a good point.
So the majority pushback on that is like, oh, that's different. Because it's not something a consumer would customarily expect to be able to guard against. So just heads up, be careful chowing down on boneless wings in Ohio.
Or anywhere.
Or anywhere. But that was specific to Ohio, but hey, again, just be careful out there,
careful
guys.
out there.
All right, that is your news. I will take a break. We'll come back. Moon's got sports. It's 9:10. So I think we all watched at least a part of the Olympic opening ceremony.
Yeah.
And all the athletes were on boats. And that was the river Seine, right?
Seine.
How do you pronounce it?
I thought it was the Seine.
Seine?
I've always said Seine.
Ooh.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been to France.
I don't know. I've never been to France. But
For
you
a
know,
few minutes.
they spent $1.5 billion trying to clean up that river.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and it's still, they're supposed to swim in it too, right?
$1.5 billion, and it's still a dirty old mess. And they found way too much E. coli in the water, so basically it's poop water.
Oh, no.
Didn't the mayor
Yes.
swim in it?
To prove that it's safe.
Right.
Dude, it's such an old city. I mean, how you not going to have leaky poo river, you know?
Well, they had to postpone the men's triathlon because nobody wants to swim in that. They're hoping the water will magically clear up by tomorrow for the women's race, but who knows?
They're shocking it. They're just throwing chlorine upstream.
According to a statement by the World Triathlon people, organizers have rescheduled the event for Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning, after the women's triathlon begins. If the water tests come back with appropriate levels, the next backup date is August 2nd. So daily water quality tests in early June indicated an unsafe level of E. coli bacteria, followed by recent improvements. High levels of E. coli is from sewage. And most strains are harmless, and some live in the intestines of healthy people and animals, but others can be dangerous. Even a mouthful of contaminated water can lead to diarrhea, and the germ can cause illnesses such as infections in the urinary tract or intestines. Yeah, the mayor took a public swim about 2 weeks ago. Like, it's safe.
Everything's going to be
She
fine.
hasn't been seen since.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they say the pronunciations are sane or sen.
Sen?
And the French say sen.
Sen. Okay, well, it's dirty. It's gross.
Poop. We say poo.
It's poop water, basically. Have fun. Have fun swimming, guys. All right, here's sports. All right, what do we got, Moon?
Sports is brought to you by Jack and Coke, the popular cocktail now available in ready-to-drink cans. Well, the Paris Olympics rolled on, and here are some of the notable moments for Team USA. The men's gymnastics team won its first medal since 2008, taking home the bronze medal in the team finals. There is a new American icon. Everybody's freaking out about this guy. They call him a nerd because he kind of looks like that. His name is Steve Nedarasic, and this dude was absolutely clutch. And the reason they're calling him a nerd is because he's got these glasses. He has a very, Clark Kent / Superman sort of thing going on.
The gymnast?
Yes, this guy delivered on the pommel horse to get the first medal in 16 years for men's gymnastics. Check this out. So, what was it? Mike Tirico sat down with the bronze medal winning men's gymnast. And here is Steven Nedarasic watching playback of his triumphant win and being compared to Superman when he removes his glasses to compete.
Going up to pommel horse, last guy up in the whole competition, I had a good feeling that our team was in a great spot. I just knew I had to go up there and do my job. Team USA gets a medal. I think you could see it right away when I land. Oh, dude, goosebumps right now, man. This is the best moment of my life.
The internet has had so much fun with you on social media, with the whole Superman deal, the whole Clark Kent deal. The glasses come off, Superman gets on the pommel, right? America said, that's our guy. Right?
Superman doesn't do the pommel horse.
Pretty incredible. Yeah, he's cute. Pretty incredible. Like, it wasn't just him, by the way. Paul Judah slayed his vault. Brody Malone did his thing on the parallel bars. Frederick Richard demolished the high bar, and Asher Hong aced the rings. He's just become the story because he did nail that pommel horse thing, and he's got that look. Americans Jagger Eaton and Nia Houston won silver and bronze medals in the men's skateboarding street final. U.S. women's beach volleyball duo Taryn Cloth and Kristen Nuss stayed undefeated in pool play. So Team USA snagged 8 more medals at the Olympics just yesterday, but no golds. We did hold on to the overall medal lead with 20 after day 3.
USA, baby.
That's right, but if you just go by golds, we are in 6th place. Japan is first with 6 golds, then France, China, Australia, South Korea with 5, and then the U.S. has 3. We added a silver and bronze in skateboarding. That's silver and bronze in women's swimming, 2 bronze medals in men's swimming, a bronze in the men's fencing, and in men's gymnastics, like I mentioned, they took home a bronze.
I know the women go tonight, the women's gymnastics, and I'm just reading that Coco Gauff, the co-flag bearer for Team USA tennis, already knocked out.
No, bummer.
Yep, gone. Bye.
Well, U.S. women's basketball team crushed Japan by 26 points in their first game. We're definitely hoping for gold in that one. They've now won 56 games in a row dating back to the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. You can track the medal count, by the way, in real time at Olympics.com. Cardinals bullpen gave up critical runs in the last third of the game against the Rangers last night at Busch. A pair of Cardinals missed plays in the field contributed. And then a one-run deficit quickly turned into an uphill battle. It was not good. Ultimately, a 3-run seventh inning provided breathing room for the Rangers, and they put their Cardinals on their way to their fourth loss.
And I think in July they had 2 errors, and then going into that game last night, and they had 2 errors in a game last night.
Idiots.
Fourth loss in 5 games, 6-3 in the opener of the 3-game series here at Busch Stadium. They'll play the next one tonight, 6:45 start. That's the bad news. The good news is the Cardinals just pulled off a big 3-team trade that's shaking up the NL. They've landed starter pitcher Eric Fedde. Is it Fedde?
I don't know how to say it.
Fedde? I'm not sure. Fedde. Who's been on fire this season. They brought back fan favorite, and I know Jeff Burton favorite, Tommy Pham.
Tommy
Pham has come back to bolster the outfield, and to make this happen, they sent utility player Tommy Edman to the Dodgers. There's only so much room for Tommies. One Tommy in, one Tommy out. Fedde brings some much-needed starter pitching depth to the Cardinals rotation that's been hit or miss. Pham, a fan favorite, returns with his powerful bat and experience. That guy's got tree trunks for arms and legs. The Cardinals are hoping this duo can help them make a serious push for the playoffs. So remember, a couple months ago, we were writing them off, and now we're talking about playoffs again. On the other side of the deal, Dodgers get a versatile player in Edman, and the White Sox picked up some promising young talent. Big move for all 3 teams, but the Cardinals definitely are hoping this is a game changer. St. Louis City SC is facing major fan backlash over the Leagues Cup. We were asking about this yesterday, got a little details and about 100 emails. The team's recent success hasn't been enough to overshadow the growing discontent among fans. After a whirlwind of changes, including the new coach, several player departures, City SC is now focused on the Leagues Cup tournament. That's what they played over the weekend. But the excitement around this competition has been overshadowed by anger over the team's exclusion of the U.S. Open Cup. Now, I read today that the Leagues Cup percentage of sales is up, but a core group of fans, the St. Louligans, have been leading a charge against the team's participation in the Leagues Cup. They're saying it's a cash grab, and they believe the tournament is taking priority over a more historic and meaningful competition, which is the U.S. Open Cup, and as a result, they've organized a boycott, with fans staying away from League Cup's games, creating a noticeable absence in the stadium atmosphere, most of which, obviously, is that supporter section. Without that, it's pretty different. Team is caught in a difficult position. They're trying to build chemistry and compete for a trophy. They're also dealing with a significant portion of their fan base turning their backs on them.
Drums, no flags.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if this has long-lasting effects on the team's relationship and the supporters. It's rough to be dealing with this already in the second season. We'll see how it unfolds. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
King Scott, get ready. You're up next.
Ooh, I love Europe.
I think Rafe needs to laugh.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That Hammerhead worm really effed me up.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Headline Goo next. It's 9:30. It's Tuesday. One final look at your traffic and weather, Moon, coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The Bommarito 500 at WWT Raceway is not just a race, it's a spectacle. Go to WWTRaceway.com now, because the first deal is the best deal. Things are pretty clear now, although the sky has turned, so we'll talk about the forecast, which is a 20% chance of storms. And boy, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be humid. High of 98. Right now, it's 84 at the Point Studio.
Ron Funches from last week. Scott?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I think it's time. Let's do it.
What's going on in the news today?
All right, King Scott, let's roll.
1 in 10 Disneyland workers can't afford rent, and one anonymous duck added, "Heck, I can't even afford pants."
Whoa, sound effect. Cool.
Sound effects, nice.
Cops may start using cyber trucks, and it will be part of your local police department's special D-bags unit. Apple will release a foldable iPhone by 2026, which explains their new slogan, Apple, only 6 years behind Samsung.
Yeah, for you Samsungers.
Like a good apple beating.
Police arrested a man who was asleep in a New York subway station with a gun in his pants, but the man later denied he had a gun in his pants and was instead just happy to see the officers.
Sexy joke.
In a new report, Seattle was named the most outdoor-friendly metropolitan area, while San Francisco and West Hollywood tied for the most backdoor-friendly.
Okay.
Another sexy joke.
Whoa!
We're on a roll in there.
Scott brings heat.
Thank you, Moon, for punching it up for me. Celine Dion's Olympic dress took 1,000 hours to create. Thanks to the opening ceremony, it also took us 1,000 hours to finally see it. Billy Joel performed his final show at Madison Square Garden. Not to say he's lost his step, but he's been replaced by Kamala Harris.
Oh, politics.
Whoa. I am triggered.
Ben Affleck bought another house. By now, even Stevie Wonder can see where this marriage is going. And finally, Arnold Schwarzenegger turned 77 today. To celebrate, he's planning on having a quiet evening with his families. Yeah, luckily for Arnold, he's at the age where he doesn't even have to remember being in Batman and Robin.
Mr. Freeze.
May the goo be with you.
All right, well done, Scott. All right, nice job. All right, we'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Tuesday in the books. Moon, what is today's podcast title?
Mushroom-looking hammerhead nasty thing.
All right. That's it. Download that. If you missed anything on the show.
Sounds like James Brown saying it.
Mushroom-looking hammerhead nasty thing.
That's the look, and it's a nasty thing. Like, it sounds
That's it.
cool. You think about it like that.
All right, Moon, what else you got?
Man, peace and love. Peace and love.
All right,
Peace
that's
and
it.
love.
Just
Peace
be
and
cool
love
out
indeed.
there, man. Support people, you know?
Cool, be cool, man.
Learn.
Follow me on the socials. We have Stray Cats. We have Headstands. Rafe and I are going to be at EPC on Saturday morning, so we'll have the info on that.
Yep.
I'm kind of a good time to follow if you like boring stuff. So
For a good time, follow.
Learn versus radio. Thanks.
Rafe.
I'll see you guys in 15 minutes on the number 2 show on the Point YouTube channel.
I'll be with you for 15 minutes.
For the first 15, he'll be there. So 818-532-1420. We'll be there. Just come watch live, leave comments in the chat, or send us an email, whatever you want to do, or follow me at I am Rafe Williams on all the socials.
Scottrick.
Yeah, follow me at King Scott Rules on all the socials, especially with my new series, 163 Easy Steps to Perfect Yodeling.
Wow.
You'll want to stay tuned and learn how to do all that. It's very exciting.
Okay. All right, Scott. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay.
We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shots. Swing by Hot Shots for a Stella Artois and all the all-new Reaper Madness wings available for a limited time. From High Ridge, Sarah McCullum is our Teamers Member of the Day. Sarah wants to hear this song. Here it is. And we will see you tomorrow. Down at X Back.
Energy up.
Hey, it's Roman Atwood, and you're listening to the